Yeah. Audio live, not video.
But we are technically live on all the platforms.
You go out.
There we are.
Damn, that beat hard. It did not sound this good in my little speaker back at the spot.
Cigarette from somebody by chance? Appreciate it. No, I ain't taking that. I ain't taking your last one.
I ain't chewing, bro.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah, this shit look lit.
Right.
That shit look lit. Can you tag on me in the time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we did.
And I'm gonna put on the first comment gonna be me tagging the fan page and dropping on my album link and the video link. If you can pin that when I do it.
Yeah, I gotta find where I can tag you, so let me tag. There you go. Did I tag you?
I'm gonna see in a minute. There you go.
Okay.
Did you tag TJ Harrison or Teejaesohigh?
I couldn't tag Teejaesohigh.
You couldn't?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't they let you tag me in the title?
I don't know. Live streams, my friend.
That's so weird.
Because there's not a... Yeah, it won't let me tag it. But I'll pin the message. I'm going to see if I can tag you on Dad Bob here. comment?
You say what?
Did you do the comment?
Oh no, I'm doing all of that right now.
Alright.
I'll let you know when it's posted.
People can be like, do they know that their microphone's on? It's not supposed to be on if you're not started yet. Yeah, so the comments will show up right here. The comments will show up right here, right here, right here. Fall asleep now.
Somebody.
I'm just sending out all my invites.
Yep.
Right,
Are you good? Well, we haven't started
Go
yet.
do the same, man.
What's that?
Talking to them too. Go join them online party on your phone and send invites to it. Remember, we in the work too, baby. What you doing over here?
I ain't got nothing from
You
you.
doing class work. Bad time.
Hey, T, could you scoot down just a little bit so she has more room for her arm? Because instinctively,
Yeah, my instinct. I'm so sorry.
No, you good. It's just you got a little. You go. Can you go?
Can you move that trash can right in behind Ethan's chair over here?
Or even up back there.
All
Here,
back,
this is
back in
better.
behind you. So
Yeah.
you can back up and back up.
Because I'm good like this. Just like this.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because my arm is under it now, so it's fine.
Okay. But that'll still give you more room then.
Yeah, this will be gone eventually. I just gotta have shelving and shit like that. I just gotta get there.
Y'all turn your audio all the way down. All the way down. Mute the shit, fool. I didn't. I was just gonna ask where the hell it went.
Me too.
Alright, it's 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Make sure you set the taxes off screen. Because taxation is theft, man. Can't be showing theft on stream. That's all that is. Seconds probably around there. Probably, I mean, I don't know, I just kind of guessed. Maybe 15 seconds. But that took about 5 seconds to say, so there's no telling.
Right.
Did you do your comment?
Oh, I'm doing it right now.
Alright, we were getting rid of the camera. Can you tax us out?
It won't let me fucking tag myself, you bitch. It won't let me tag Teejaesohigh. There you go, though. I just put the comment on though.
Hit this and then we gotta put it off.
Oh, damn. Okay, I can pin it myself. Boom. Yeah, I can pin it myself.
Just be careful of that. Cut the comforter. I want you to hit that. That would not be great. Alright. You ready? We good? T?
Yup.
Everybody good?
Yup.
Alright. The camera did not come up. That's all. That's about it. Okay. Hold on. I fucked it up. Shit. That was supposed to be cool right there, but it didn't work. Alright, there we go. Let's turn this down. Let's set this hotkey again for the taxes. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, Hello, and welcome anybody that's watching. I'm Dad Bod Man, and this is the Dad Bod Man podcast, something, or Dad Bod. I haven't fucking named it yet. I don't know. I'm joined today with Teejaesohigh.
Oh, no?
And who else is here with us?
Logo for president, what it do?
I'm Michaela.
I'm not
That's
gonna
wifey.
lie. I've probably already forgotten both of them. Terrible with names, guys. So what brings you in today, TJ? What are you gonna do?
Well, while I let y'all give me the third degree and question the fuck out of me, I'm gonna be making a beat like the one that you're listening to now.
Oh, that's supposed to turn it up there. So when did you make this beat?
Oh, actually, what? 2 hours ago?
Yeah, about 2
2
hours.
hours.
2 hours ago. I sat and I made this beat in preparation, waiting to come here to do this.
All right, I hear you. So are you're gonna start from scratch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
you're gonna
yes,
kind of
yes.
walk us through your process, your creative process, like where, First of all, let's break it down. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm
Why-
Teejaesohigh. I'm the motherfucking man. You ain't know? Come on, man. You're supposed to know this by now.
Why should people listen to you?
Batman and Robin.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna try to upsell it like you should listen to me, but I mean, I'm worth the time. I'm worth the investment. I think you'll find something you like. You'll come out of it pretty good. Say a lot of dope shit. Make some dope ass music behind the shit I say. I get on stage and I act a goddamn fool. I'm the definition of a real performer. I don't rap over my vocals more vocals you ask for. And I'm half naked standing on a speaker when I do it.
All right. Well, that's
And I also act. Shout out to Socially Awkward. That's the game.
socially
Hey,
awkward.
that's
Oh my
gang,
God!
for
Speaking
real.
of, Jesus Christ, it's the thug. I didn't even realize that was you saying it, man. I listened to it last night, and I was a little bit taxed. I'm not gonna lie, but I listened. I was like,
It's
wait, that was
weird.
fucking TJ.
It's
What?
weird seeing me
What?
act, right? Because
Like,
it's not
what
something
the
that you're
fuck
used
was
to.
that, Billy?
I don't promote myself as an
Oh,
actor like
shit.
that. It's something that I do, but it's not one of those things
Yeah.
that I outwardly promote myself doing. It's a skill and a trade that I've learned I'm not gonna say vicariously because that's the wrong word for it, but it's a skill that I picked up through my associations and helping out my friends who delve
Yeah.
in that department.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I ended up picking up those skills by working hand in hand with them and
Yeah.
helping them in their projects. So I just kind of picked up that craft of acting off of that. I'm still not like a seasoned, actor, but I can get in front of a camera. I can play roles. I'm good at playing roles, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you're gonna see a lot more of that later on, though, because I want to utilize that skill.
I think I'd be a good actor though.
Have you done much of it?
I did some stuff in high school.
Okay.
For
So
local.
tell us about yourself. Who are you?
My name's Anthony. I'm Loco for President. That's my stage name.
Loco?
Loco for President.
Loco for president.
His
Yeah.
name is one word, just like my name is
Okay.
one word. Loco
Okay.
for president.
Loco for president.
The number
All
4.
right. And you're a performer as well?
Yeah, also.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
I say about 10 years.
Okay. And TJ, how long have you been?
I've actually been doing music for over 18 years.
Okay.
I wrote my first rap and made my first beat at 14. So I just kind of kept going with
I feel
it
that.
since then. There were other guys that I had gone to school with. See, I dropped out of school at 16.
Okay.
So when all the people that I knew and was growing up with, when they was having their high school experience,
Mm-hmm.
I was at home.
Yeah.
I was at home. I had started smoking weed, so
Yeah.
I'm hanging in the projects, with
Mm-hmm.
with my people doing that type of shit, or at Texas Street Rec,
Yeah.
just on some dumb shit. But my rapping, my love for rap was so strong, like all through my life.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really through the motivations of a friend of mine, Dante Buchanan. We was kids, and he would just freestyle anything off the top of his head at any given moment on the spot, and it was amazing. Cause like he wasn't academically, he was a failure.
Mm-hmm.
But he had that character. He had that outstanding character. He was that real class. I was a class clown in school. No, Dante was a class clown. So he took pride in performing, just putting on the spot right there for whoever. It don't matter how many people was around as he'll bust one for your ass right there. So he just started poking and prodding at me to do it. Because he knew I was smart and he knew I had a little for it, but I wasn't that guy that would get out there and put himself out there. Like, I've always been a very shy person. Yeah. This confidence that I have today, I had to develop this in myself to be able to do this.
Look, I used to be a shy little 110-pound white boy that lived in it. That was the only white guy in the neighborhood. Like, I was shy as hell. And I didn't go, I didn't do anything. I became a class clown to cope with that.
Right.
And that kind of led to me developing confidence. And whether it's fake or not, I can feign it really well now to where I convince myself I'm confident. But I'm still that same shy person,
Right.
So he kind of just got you to recognize the skill that you could have or the ability that you could have.
It was him and my sister. Cause my sister, she always was a wild child herself. She just always wanted to be a part of whatever the fun was. So she used to try to fuck around with him, even though she can't rap a lick. She's just fucking around with him. So they used to be pushing my buttons to get me to do it. But instead of me just trying to kick whatever dumbass shit was coming off top of our heads like they was doing, I actually went and sat down and wrote my rap. And then brought it back to them. And they were blown at the fact that I had even took the initiative to go and sit down and write that shit. Cause like what I do today, it's amazing by rap standards. I'm gonna be the guy to say that because I know that for myself. So
if I can say something,
but it was still formatted the exact same way back then. Like the way I would write a rap today, I was writing my raps like that then. Except it was more on a childish level because I was a kid at the time.
Yeah, I got you.
It kept going.
If I can say something, speaking on him, you know what I'm saying, giving him his props. Like a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we got a lot of stuff together. And I've been on the last 7 major projects.
Yep.
And then halftime
he's done a feature on every project except Nah We Ain't Cool.
Yeah. And then a lot of times since
2011. Since 2011, he's had a feature on every Teejaesohigh project except Nah We Ain't Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's because I was having kids and shit. Hey man, you know how like go.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, like I listen to some of his music and I be like, fuck, this motherfucker, and then and it be like shit, nigga, I didn't catch up. You feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't like a competition.
But it is, but in a healthy way. Like
it's like a
healthy rivalry.
It's like who can do more push-ups.
Yeah, exactly. I want to fucking compete because I know I can.
I'm like, I gotta show him. I gotta show him that, you know what I'm saying. I still get in the ring. You feel me?
That's half of motivation. Is finding people that do push you like that because you can't do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's
because sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
Self-motivation.
Sorry to stop. I haven't asked you to introduce yourself and who you are. I didn't forget about you. You were just kind of going down the line.
No, you're totally fine.
So who are you? And what do you do?
I'm Michaela. I am TJ's girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm also in school for IT, and I'm also kind of like his assistant. I help manage like.
Gotcha. That is. I wish to God I had somebody that could help me manage.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at managing. What's that? Oh, my phone died. Fuck. That's why I went inside. You remember when I forgot why I went inside? That's why I went inside.
Yeah, what you got, Android?
Yeah, but I got the charger. You got the charger with you?
I got an Android charger.
Is it a C?
I'll let you look at it. Hold on.
Let me see that. No. I knew it was something important. I said it. I'll be right back, guys. I apologize.
You go
you can turn up the volume if you want or whatever. You can
Shit, you want to go ahead and keep going?
We all still going.
I'm talking about like shit. Talk about something. Fuck it, why not? Why you gonna do that? What I was speaking on is like I hear one of your verses and I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, God damn. It's like you ever hear a Pimp C verse and you be like, damn, this motherfucker.
Hold that thought, G. Hold that thought, G. I just thought of something. For y'all paying attention right now, the viewers, I need y'all to drop in the comments a song that you like, and I'm going to sample that song. I'm going to go through the comments and I'm going to be reading, so I want to see what y'all recommend. And I'm going to pick one song out of the comments from which y'all drop within the next 3 minutes. And whatever the song that I pick, that's the song that I'm going to go download and trust me.
It was in my car, that's why I forgot.
I just gave the people the option on to drop song suggestions in the comments for the next 3 minutes, and I'm gonna pick one comment out of those suggestions, and that's the song that I'm gonna go download and sample and make the beat out of.
Okay.
But check this out. I was telling him while he was gone. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I hear some of his music that he can drop, like with or without me, cause sometimes I drop a verse with something individually for myself, and then he don't use it for that. He'll just put it on something he do. You know what I'm saying? On you know what I'm saying, on his own time. And I don't have no issue with that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever you do what you want with it. But and I was telling him, it's like you hear a Pimp Z verse. If you listen to UGK and you hear a Pimp C verse and be like, Pimp was spitting on that mug, and then that's how I feel about him. I be like, man, he was gone, and that made me. I was like, man, I got like verbal push-ups.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta do verbal push-ups in the thing to get back right, and that's where I'm at now. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, I done did. You know what I'm saying? I done had you know stepped in the booth. You know what I'm saying? After him, he requested me and wanted me to do this, that, and third with him. And I come and I deliver, and then, you know what I'm saying, I leave. But at the time, I was in a bad spot. I was in a bad place in my life.
Hey.
But, everybody go through it. But now I'm a little bit more clear.
Yeah.
So, well, I can, I feel like I'm better.
Yeah, oh yeah, look,
And
I've been in a bad spot for the past year.
Yeah.
I've been in a spot where I haven't wanted to live anymore. You know what I mean? I've lost passion. I lost the will to live, and you know, I'm just getting to the point of doing stuff like this brings it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Finding those people that challenge you in a healthy way and inspire you and motivate you is how people grow.
Yeah.
And the only way Mobile, Alabama music industry can grow is if we come together and realize that we need to be a community. You
And
know
if
what
I
I'm
can
saying?
interrupt you,
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
sorry, but a lot of times, a lot of people, you'd be surprised how many negative people are around you, or just, you know what I'm saying, in general, negative people. It's like a lot of people don't necessarily positively challenge you. They challenge you negatively to try to, like, I'm finna bring him down, I'm finna cut him short.
I can give you the best piece of advice that I can give you. If someone ain't affecting your life in a positive way, then they're not.
Let them go. Let them go. And
And there's a I say that gracefully in the sense of let them know. Look, man, I'm trying to work on myself. I'm trying to grow. It's not you. It's me.
Sometimes you gotta put the blame on yourself.
You know, and I'm not in a great spot. I need positivity in my life, and you're just not it. And that's okay.
And then
you know?
just recently,
Be like that.
Yeah.
And just recently, I had to let family members go, like siblings.
Oh yeah.
I had to let them go because I had to, you know what I'm saying, come to a standstill to where one person did this, and then I found out this other person did that, and I'm like, I just gotta disconnect myself from you. I mean, I love you, but I gotta feed you with a long hand spoon.
You know, there's blood goes so far.
And that's exactly that's my point.
And if like I said, if someone's not positive in your life, if everyone in your life or people in your life aren't making you strive to be the best person you can be, then you need to find new friends.
But that's like, let's get back to the music.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, back
Bet.
to the music. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we kind of got deep on that one.
So, no one's commented, TJ. I don't know what that means. No one's watching. We can't see the numbers because fuck the numbers. I don't care about the numbers. We just go.
Yeah, not my concern at the moment.
Okay. So, questions. I do have questions that I was supposed to pull up. I prepared this time, kind of. All right. Oh boy, that's just jumping straight in. We're not gonna go to that one first. So, T, I've long wanted to do like crossover shows because I was back in the scene. I was in a band called Tragic Victory in Mobile, and we were a hard rock band. I've always wanted to do shows with rappers, but it never happens. I mean, I was a Christian rock band, so.
Oh yeah, that's a whole.
That's a whole different story.
Right, yeah,
but
social disconnect.
Yeah. Yeah. But with that said, do you think doing those type of crossover shows, doing those shows to bring the audiences together, the communities together, would be a good way to grow our
After you,
community?
can I speak on this?
Yeah, I'm check this out. It was cool when we were doing it, but I'm gonna be real about it, and I'm finna go ahead and put it out there. And fuck you, you can feel however you feel about it. I don't give a damn. When we was doing that, in the moment, we thought it was all good, but I'm gonna point something out, and I don't mean to apply this to every city in every state across the nation, but I will say this for Mobile. Whenever I've been at a mixed show, I always notice part of the crowd migrates outside while certain people are performing. And then that crowd comes back in to see they perform while the other side of the crowd migrates outside. So I say that to say this. Mobile, Alabama, what the fuck is your motherfucking problem? Why unity is so motherfucking hard for you? Because even when you're in the same room together, you still choose to act divided.
So I want to address that. So there's
Bitches.
Well, I disagree with you to a degree, because that is one of the things. But there is also if you don't like an artist, and if an artist is not willing to listen to critical feedback in a positive way, which most audiences don't know how to do, I will say, but it's hard to penalize somebody or hold somebody accountable in that degree if that's literally just not their style of music, or they don't like them,
that's not even why I'm saying it. That's not even why I'm saying it, because that type of thing can be spoken on. Yeah, it can be clarified. Yeah.
I do agree with you.
They came into the show with the intention of being standoffish with each other. Yeah. What I'm talking about is the mentality of the people that's in the scene as a whole. Yeah. You motherfuckers running around this bitch with goddamn Black Lives Matter shirts and all this old bullshit, but you actually scared to talk to an actual black person when you at the show. You avoid them. Unless they got some weed to smoke with you. You want to ask them, can you hit their weed? You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
you would talk to the black dude when you want to buy drugs from him.
Yeah, you're right.
But you act like you scared when he's standing right there on the side of you trying to enjoy the show. And y'all might actually be on the same vibe and be liking the same performer while they up there. But the tension is that they coming into the building with that tension is what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you.
The scene is sour before the scene was even presented with the opportunity to be a scene. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and see, I haven't been in the scene in a long time. I was also in a completely different scene than the scene that you're used to, even back then. My response was about people that because I've been to a lot of shows and I've listened to a lot of shitty bands, and there's only so much of that you can take.
Right.
So I've been guilty of walking out on people's shows, because of especially if I'm playing, because it's like I'm tired, you know what I mean, or I'm preparing or whatever.
Yeah, I've done that too. I have a brief moment when I'm coming off stage where I have to have that disconnect because the adrenaline is going. Because when I'm on stage, I'm doing a lot of moving. I'm doing a lot of jumping around. I'm being interactive with my crowd.
Yeah.
So when I come off stage, I usually need to take about 5, 10, 15 minutes. I need to get a drink, get a cigarette, whatever. I need to go outside. I need to get some fresh air. I need to sip that drink for a minute. I need to smoke for a minute.
So what is your opinion, and sorry, I know you're going to come back to it, but what is your opinion on performers in Mobile's ability to accept criticism?
Oh, I want to speak on this. I'm going to speak on
my ability to accept criticism?
No, Mobile's musicians.
Oh, it's a mixed bag.
And how often do people give that criticism instead of just talking shit behind their back?
That's the thing.
When you get done, I'm going to speak.
That's the thing. People aren't actually opening their mouths and being honest enough to give their critiques when people are presenting them with things, because you may feel that your critique may be abrasive in some kind of way, but it's actually not. It may come off that way in the middle of the interaction, the tensity of the exchange of the message. So it may be present there, but there's a greater good behind it, because you're going to challenge that person to think about what they're presenting people with. So you're giving them the opportunity to actually give you what you would want. You know what I mean? But you know, that kind of is the thing. A lot of people don't really give their opinions, but you know, at the same time, silence is also a response. Yeah. So they kind of are. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I feel about that part.
What about?
All right. I'm gonna go back to the first thing I wanted to say. Like you said, you was part of a Christian band, right? And you said you always want to have hip hop people, but a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, if you understand where hip hop came from, and I know you probably do.
I mean,
it came from.
I'm pretty ignorant about it. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, well, if you look up like the source of where hip hop, New York, all that, it came from.
1 second, G. Can she use your bathroom?
Yeah. Where'd I put that? Alright. No, excuse me.
My bad, you good, bro?
Pardon us, people. The lady of the house has to.
Sorry.
You know.
It's all good.
Bathroom shit.
We also respectable.
Boy, Johnny Seville, you stupid fool. Man, shout out to the bando, man. Shout out to the bando, man. Y'all don't know nothing about the bando and the wings, man. Y'all gonna learn sooner or later, man. The house being built right now under your nose. On everything. I owe my boy a visit too, man. I just been so busy.
You can go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna continue to elaborate. So, you know, hip hop started in New York generally.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I forget all their names. You know what I'm saying?
Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash, all of them.
Yeah.
The Fury 5, all of them. You feel me? So, but it came from a place, and I ain't gonna even say anger, but I say more like oppression. So it started from that, but that oppression, when it went to the West Coast, it came into anger, and it created NWA, because the police were beating up folks. You feel me? So with that being said, then it came to like, you know what I'm saying, it came to maybe like Texas, it hit the South, you feel me? And then on that end of the spectrum, it was about not necessarily anger or oppression, but getting over it. And then a few years, you know what I'm saying, a decade or two after that, it went to like drug usage, like where we at now, to where, you know what I'm saying, we numbing ourselves from what we've been through and what we've going through. Which I ain't gonna say it's necessarily a good thing, but at the same time,
it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's a coping mechanism.
You're getting it's, you know, as long as you're not abusing the drugs, as long as you're being healthy about things.
And I ain't gonna say necessarily like you wasn't abusing drugs, because I mean, it was a lot of rappers in Texas died about that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, there's just a lot of musicians
codeine and pills and all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I digress from my point.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was, you said you was hoping to get when you was in the Christian band, you was hoping to get your Christian band to kind of do not like a crossover, but like maybe a collaboration.
Yeah.
With rap.
Yeah.
But it's very. I mean, unless you find like a specific, it's gonna be a specific. All they do is Christian rap. That was gonna kind of be hard.
Yeah.
Not impossible.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for the simple fact of if they rap and they rap on the level of where the source come from.
I'm not in a Christian band. I'm no longer trying to make those people happen. I more so just want like,
because I wrote Christian rap before myself.
Harder music, like more metal shows, stuff like that. Some of the local bands that have those collabs and meshing those shows together, maybe even some country, whatever, just collabing as a community.
Because I got a partner, right? I got a homeboy of mine, a good friend of mine. He done met him before. He got the same name as me. He in a band called Excision. And he like one of the vocalists, and he do all that. They kind of do like the screamo type stuff, you know what I'm talking about? So I mean, and I heard some of their music. They had music on like The Walking Dead and all that, and then like real talk. And then I don't know what episode and the season, whatever, but I know they had got paid for it. But they got good music. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Down here, just like you were saying about Mobile artists, it's kind of I don't want to say crab in the bucket, but you mentioned healthy competition earlier, but the thing about it is the way they not saying myself or company present is not. I ain't gonna say they don't look at it healthy, but they don't take it as healthy, especially if they get beat out. If you get beat out, oh man, it's been plenty of artists down here that got killed. Cause they lost the show. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no name cause I ain't, but it's been plenty of artists down here that got killed. Cause they won the show and another group of rappers or rapper didn't win the show. And now you just, hey, man, take that low. All they gonna do is make you go.
Here's the thing: is it's not a loss, right?
Like, you showed what you did.
Well, once we as a community realize that we're not competing against each other, right? The more we bring attention to Mobile in healthy ways, the better chance that all of us have. If we're fighting, how are we going to build this? How are we going to build our community to where people are going to start noticing us, noticing the talent we have?
You know how like they do, like how Atlanta became a hotbed of just exporting rappers. It ain't never going to be like that if we keep killing each other over little bullshit club shows.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna bag down for it because I'm gonna let TJ talk.
What's the question?
So TJ, we kind of dove like pretty deep, really quick. I didn't necessarily mean to go that deep with that quick. Giggity. My ADD ass. Okay. So we're gonna address your name.
Okay.
Teejaesohigh. So
This would be good.
What does that mean, and why is it that? Is it a form of protest? Is it a form of exclaiming who you are? Is it a persona? Like what? Can you explain the name?
It kind of is that actually. You kind of just hit the nail a little bit. That was a very good shot in the right direction. The Sohigh part of my name, the T and the J represent my first and middle initial of my name. The Sohigh part came in back when I was 16, and I used to I grew up down the bay in Oakley District, right outside of downtown, and I used to walk the Baltimore projects, Taylor projects every day, and buy my weed, and it got to a point that when I used to come through, oh shit, there go TJ, he's so high. It just stuck.
Yeah.
I started putting it in raps. TJ so high, That's how I started. It was just me. It was just me quoting them.
Yeah.
For the sake of individuality and identity, the so high part became part of the full moniker. There's 1,000 different TJs out there with my exact name. There's even one that looks like me in Wisconsin. Like, it's weird. It's weird. He looks too much like me. We sound nothing alike. We are nothing alike, but he looks.
Sound like Billy?
I don't even know what to call it, man. Cause I found him years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
So, I think it's no secret that you smoke. There's especially in the South, there's a terrible relationship with that. A very misunderstood relationship from past generations and people getting it wrong and too stubborn to admit that they got it wrong.
Right.
So, is it for you, and why you smoke, and when you perform, or if you don't, whenever you smoke? I don't know how often you smoke, or if it's literally just because of the name. But do you smoke for a reason, or is it just because?
I smoke because I like to get high.
Okay.
It's really just that simple. I smoke because I like to get high. I mainly smoke because I'm prone to stress.
Yeah.
And I suffer from really bad depression. And I got ADHD like a motherfucker. So that shit kind of like...
So I have smoked before. I don't.
If you don't want the guy who you see making the angry rants, what you perceive to be angry rants on Facebook, then let me roll my raw, okay?
So I personally can't say if I smoke or not, but I don't at all. I hate doing taxes though, and I do a lot of taxes. So when I tax, I found that there are certain files.
By the way, Tracy, you won. I'm picking your song.
Okay. I found out that there's a lot of files that are different, and please follow me. But okay, I'll just be honest with you. Talking about, is there a difference between strains and what they do to the body? Like, is there different kinds that make you creative, or different kinds that make you tired, or you know, or and do you use that to kind of help with the ADD, and does it make you more creative?
All of the strains that I've ever smoked, there's always been strains that have either really relaxed me and brought me down to a level-headed state of mind, and there have been strains that have also given me the worst anxiety ever. Shit!
You mind if I speak on that?
Go ahead.
All right. Check this out, right? So I got real bad anxiety in my damn self because I did 10 years in the military. That shit fucking drive me crazy, and it's thing about you just kind of like, it's the thing about always being on the, like when you in, it's a thing about always being on the alert, always being like kind of like pins and needles, and you might have to just jump up and go, you know what I'm saying, do something, and that's a thing that'll cause like real bad anxiety and PTSD all that, and then but once you get out, that turns into depression because you still got that heart and you still got that train of mind to oh man, I might have to, you know what I'm saying, all that, and it turned into depression because you still had that goal in you, but it's never gonna be, once you ain't in it, it ain't gonna never be used.
So you think that smoking can help with depression?
I don't smoke.
Oh, you don't?
I just drink.
Okay.
And then some people say it's a problem. Some people
Well,
people agree with
How
me.
I feel about that is ultimately it depends on the person, because it can help some people, but it can make some people more depressed too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can make some people more depressed. It depends on the person, how you condition yourself, how you carry yourself.
Yeah. And you know, and people that say that it can't be addictive are fucking stupid. Because
I used to smoke. I just don't smoke. I just don't smoke no more.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me on that.
My
ignorant.
bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Sorry, I was kind of.
You
He said
good?
ignorant, not stupid, but yeah, he's right.
Yeah, you
ignorant,
grew
so,
out.
good job.
Yeah, that's just how I look at
It
it.
just, I used to smoke, and then like, you know what I'm saying, this is like right around the time when I first met him. I met him when I was in high school, and I think he was just out of high school.
I was
I ain't
20.
I ain't gonna take your.
I was 20, 21 when you met me.
Yeah, okay.
You was fresh out of high school. You was leaving to go to the military when I met you.
Yeah. So
He was getting drafted. He was going
I wasn't getting drafted. Shit, I
boot
signed
camp.
up.
Yeah, he was going to boot camp when I met him. He was getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
I actually let him feature on 2 of my songs that
Yeah,
I was
I was
doing
about to say
on a
that
mixtape called The Preparation 3 at the
Okay.
time. Both of those verses was trash.
They was. I ain't gonna even stunt because
I fleshed
really,
both of them on 2 separate projects.
I
fleshed both of his verses.
I ain't gonna argue with him about this.
I fleshed them.
hey,
We're not.
I was critical about that type of
see,
shit.
Look, and that's you know, you didn't take it as you're terrible. It's like no, what you brought is terrible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, like,
and that's how you have to accept
You
that.
cook some bullshit ass chicken.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Some shit like that.
You
Yeah,
ain't
say
give
you
me
can't cook.
salmonella.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you
no,
just ain't cook this chicken all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
But then the thing about it is, a lot of times when he showed up, I really wasn't expecting him to come.
Yeah, he wasn't. I was catching him off guard.
Yeah, it was like, and then I gotta go, and then we got time then for my partner and them. Mom and dad come home. So we was on time. They had to hurry up, write some bullshit. So I was like, it just, you know, I scribbled some, not necessarily not trying to be garbage. But I was like, shit, I'm just gonna get this shit, see if he like, boom. And then I recorded. It didn't wind up shit, but I showed him I'm trying. So, you know what I'm saying, later on, maybe what?
That was the thing. He got better.
Yeah.
He
Well,
kept
that's-
getting better.
You know, there is a thing, like people learn at different rates, right?
Mhm.
I mean, that's undeniable. And
I learned
You know,
auxiliary.
really, the way that I analyze it now, it wasn't even that he had to learn anything. Because the whole reason why I even let him attempt to get on the song with me is because I saw that he could rap himself. Yeah. He had his own stuff that he had recorded with our friend whose house we was recording with at the time. O'Kane. Shout out to O'Kane. Taurus O'Kane. But yeah, they had songs together because O'Kane used to rap too. So they had songs together. I was impressed by what I heard him doing that material. It was just the fact that it was me and my presence of how I come at my shit that kind of intimidated him.
And still, even then, that's something that's learning. You know, that's still learning.
Right.
I
just went to pushing his buttons.
Yeah,
I went to pushing his buttons and I shitted on him and I challenged him.
He was new, but when I met him, he was new, but he was like, it wasn't like he was new and like a novice. He was new and he came in good off the bat.
Yeah.
So because
I've been producing for myself and recording myself since I was 14 that whole time.
He older than me, and I was about 18 at the time. So
19.
18, 19. So thing about it was, I ain't gonna lie, I was intimidated a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was like, you know, I can rap his ass off and da. I'm like, shit, man, that motherfucker cold.
But at the same time, it's one of those things. Like it's one of those. Yeah, I'm intimidated, but I'm excited for this challenge. You know?
I don't know if you listen to rap, but like the way I look at me and him, it's like if you know who they is, Starlito and Don Truck. You feel?
I don't, man.
If you look them up,
even I might have heard songs, but I'm terrible with names, guys.
Yeah, you
Gucci. The songs.
Like real talk, real.
You know.
The way I look at me and him, it's like Starlito and Don Truck. It's like sometimes I get the bad version.
Yeah.
I the song. Sometimes he'll get it.
Well, and that's kind of the thing. It's y'all are working together. If y'all, it's not a competition. Like it's not about best versus this person. It's like, dude, you made a fucking sick. Good shit, man. This is gonna sound good. Now I have to be that level where it's gonna sound.
And you know what crazy? We were just talking about some shit about a week or two ago, and I had forgot I hadn't even did a verse. I mean, when I do verses, I might do a verse for one particular song, but it don't fit on the song or my pattern how I do it wrong or something. You know what I'm saying? And he put it on a whole nother song and it fit perfectly.
Yeah.
He played me a song the other day, It's called Associates. Teejaesohigh, Associates.
It's on the new album, Dope Songs, by the way. Go get that
check
shit.
it
It's
out.
everywhere.
But he played it for me, and then I was like, bruh, you know I ain't forgot I even did this in first. Like, I swear to God, real talk, I swear to God, on everything I love. I was like, bro, you know I forgot I even did that shit. and then when I heard it, I was like, that's me. Oh shit, I remember that. I remember me saying it. But I was, like I said, I was in a bad place at that time. I was
yeah. See, that's happened to me as well. Like I've, almost not necessarily completely forgotten, but I'll come back and listen to something that I've written or even that I've composed recently that I haven't listened to in a few months or haven't been inspired to play, and it'll inspire me. Like, damn, I wrote this. Like, this is good. Like, I can do this. Does that? It's kind of the same thing with you. Like when you.
Yeah. Because I mean, like when I had my own little setup. When I had my own little setup, I been to did something. Like I was doing, like when I stayed in Montgomery for like 3 months or something, cause I had to get away from it, cause a bunch of bullshit. But I had to stay in Montgomery for a minute, so I took my studio equipment with me, and then I was recording in the closet at my partner house who I was staying with. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, I was in awe. You know what I'm saying? Recording songs and this, that, and the third. And then if you want to hear one of the songs, it's called Ice Cold Flow, Loco for President, Ice Cold Flow. Look it up on YouTube. It's a good song. I ain't gonna say it's the best damn editing or you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. But hey, I'm spit. But anyway, so with that being said, I recorded a few songs, and then you know what I'm saying, I'll be in contact with him, texting him, hey bro, how to do this, how to do it, cause he more the better engineer.
Yeah.
Part of, you know what I'm saying.
I actually suck as an engineer. That's why I have other people that do that for me.
Well, shit, don't believe his ass.
I just made it sound good. I made it sound good enough for us to listen to, but it wasn't of a.
But okay, but at the same
that
time,
motherfucker good.
With
Fuck
that,
that.
is it even okay? You're downplaying a little bit, I think. But as far as, can you hear what you want to engineer and tell what you want, or is that what you're?
If I knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing to get the result that I want, then I wouldn't sell myself short the way that I'm going.
Get that?
But
no, I don't know how to get that.
Yeah.
I'm not formally trained in that way, and my
well,
trial.
Can you hear it though?
Oh yeah, I can hear when I hear. I can recognize the difference between my mix and somebody else's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, can you vision the sound that you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it's on me. It's on me. I haven't critiqued myself to that degree yet.
Or you haven't heard the right sounds yet. You haven't.
Honestly, I just haven't applied myself in that field.
That's fair.
I'm the musician.
Yeah.
I'm the musician, man.
and that's kind of the same way I put myself in.
Yeah.
I just like the work I do. I'm a groundsman. I pick up the stones, load them up, where we gotta go. You feel me? I don't cut.
Well, and there's a whole slew of different types of musicians. I mean, there's performers who are just performers. There's musicians who writes, play, and perform. And then there's engineers, structures, producers. Like, there's so many different layers of different things.
And then me, the way I look at things, like I'm interested in learning. Like earlier when I was fucking with the guitar. You know what I'm saying? I like doing that because I want to learn.
Yeah.
And then I'm also interested in business structure things also because you know what I'm saying.
Well, How old are y'all now?
I'm 29.
T?
31. I'll actually be it's August now. It's the beginning of August. I'll be 32 at the end of September. September 30th.
So I just turned 31.
And then at September 26th, I'll be 30.
Yeah, so with, you're saying you get to a point to where you're kind of wanting to think about business and things like that intrigues you. And this.
See, that's where I am with it now.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we're at that age now to where, we have to logically say, okay, this is what life is now. We kind of know what life is, and now we got to survive.
Yeah.
And how can we thrive instead of just survive?
Yeah.
And, I think if you're not trying to build a brand or build your social awareness and build your brand in what you're doing, I think then you're wasting time.
You are, man.
Yeah.
But with that said, people that are in bad spots. Like I've been in a bad spot, and it's kind of interesting because I'm learning how I'm getting out of it. You know, it's okay not to put as much effort into it as you want to, as you know you need to. I had punished myself so much for not, you know, presenting and doing as much as I wanted to, but I was doing it every now and then. I was getting a steady thing going, and that slowly but surely gets you to the point to where you can start to build again and build and build. And so I think you should start to invest and start to learn about building a business and building a brand.
And that's where I'm at now. I'm more or less, and not more or less really, but I'm more inclined on thinking about things business wise. Like we get this going, licensed and bonded, and you know what I'm saying, LLCs and you know things like that. Then going into stocks, so that can back the business, the self-made business we just branded. You know what I'm saying?
Only in America.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Look,
And me, I ain't gonna talk. I spoke on this a couple times. A couple of my partners. I ain't gonna speak on it now because you know you can't tell everybody. You can't cast this pearl to the swine. But at the same time, it's stocks you can put stock in that lead to other people putting stocks that's gonna guarantee you your money.
Yeah.
They might have a risk, but it's gonna guarantee you your money because it's stuff. I ain't gonna speak on it.
So that's kind of like that's one of the big reasons why I'm starting Inception, which Inception is a company that I'm starting, and it's gonna be eventually it's gonna be a social media platform like Facebook or you know kind of like, I'm not better be careful saying that because I'm gonna sue me later that for copying it. But it's going to be a creative or innovative networking hub. So basically, it's going to function. You have profiles and everything.
Hey, you keep it down.
No. I mean, I'm launching. So
patents.
Anyways,
patents.
Well, there's key elements that I'm not going to talk about. That are crucial to it. Anyway, so I'm starting a grassroots movement in Mobile to try to inspire the community to build each other up and to grow, because Mobile needs to thrive, but I also need to prove the concept will work and will scale. So look, man, you know, business wise, you know, start to understand the.
They said you look like the dude off Blow.
Off of what?
They said you look like the dude off Blow.
I
just read that shit.
Oh shit!
I like fuck. Oh goddamn, bro.
Boy.
Shit. We got motherfucking what's her name in this bitch? I ain't even gonna speak on him. The Deaf Band. We got some views, I guess. My bad for interrupting.
Hey, no, that's fucking funny as hell.
That shit was funny.
Oh shit.
No, I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said,
I don't give a shit. Tell me.
The interviewer looked like an actor on the movie Blow. I want him.
Oh god. Well, okay.
That was a good one.
All right. Go ahead.
All
right. What was I saying? But yeah, no. Starting a business, start understanding what it takes, like the analytics behind running a business, behind running your brand, building it. Understanding that Facebook and other platforms aren't social media; they're marketing. You know, start to utilize them in a healthy way to grow your brand and awareness of yourself. You know, and making content, dude. You know, start reaching people. Because otherwise, how are you gonna grow a fan base if people never hear you? And people want authenticity in the brands.
Cause like, think about it is, the way I be looking at it, it's like, me personally, I'd rather just have the money than fame, because fame, that's notoriety, and with notoriety, a lot of times that shit fucking bring trouble, and motherfuckers coming after your money, and we can do this or that, man, get out my face. I got my money, let me go and go.
Yeah.
You feel me? But in moments like that, it's you kind of gotta, I made this.
Well, you don't necessarily have to. I mean, you can.
I can sell the patent to somebody.
You can be the business guy that doesn't get the fame. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And the managing and the running and helping and getting to that point. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to have the fame associated with wealth, or excuse me, vice versa. even if it's you producing the videos or content for other people, or managing people, or structuring businesses and brands that way.
Cause I still don't know what DJ Vlad look like. Like that.
A Russian dude from Oakland.
I seen like one picture on him. I think he got like he a red bearded dude. I think he bald head, if I ain't mistaken.
All right, so we're gonna kind of move on.
Yeah, let's do that. My bad.
TJ, is this? You said this is kind of what you're working with right now?
Oh yeah. So the track I'm sampling is Death, and the title of the song is Where Do We Go From Here?
All right. So let's go with let's talk about the bag.
Yay! Let's talk about the motherfucking
bag.
Man, I swear to God, if I can say something, I'm gonna be quick about this one. But I knew I was on one song. Then he played me the song I had mentioned about earlier that I forgot I had even did a verse to. I ain't know it was on 2 songs. I was like, shit, alright, cool, whatever, fuck it. And then when he played it to me a night that he was finna go perform. I was like, man, I swear to God, I hope he don't want me down perform this shit. Cause I ain't even practicing nothing. And then I don't even remember doing this shit. And then it was just crazy, you feel me? But I was proud of myself cause I was like, shit, man, damn, I be, you know what I'm saying? If you listen to it, I was like, damn, I be going in, and half time I don't even fucking be knowing this shit. But it's just one of them things.
Man, the band I was in, our old lead, oh my goodness, lead singer, he there was one part that he just couldn't remember the words to, and he just messed it up every single time.
Yeah.
Just about. I mean, it was hilarious, but it no one notices most of the time.
Yeah.
But they probably noticed you. Okay. Anyways.
No. I ain't never performed that verse.
Oh, you didn't do it. Okay.
No, I never performed that verse.
I thought you were saying that you did actually.
I mean, I'll be ready for it now.
Okay.
It's just like when he played it. The night he played it to me. This is my first time hearing it on the song.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I forgot I even did that. I told him in the car. I was like, I forgot I even did that shit. And it was just one of the things, though. But, you know.
So, all right, T. The bag.
The motherfucking bag.
Motherfucking bag.
What is the bag? You kind of were very vague about the bag, and I don't have any idea what the bag is.
The bag is whatever they need it to be.
See,
what you need, what you asking
Check
for.
Check him out.
What you asking for?
See,
this motherfucker James Bond or up. I promise God.
What you saying, babe? I'm just saying. Place your orders, man.
This motherfucker James Bond or up.
All right, is that it on the bag? Is that all you're gonna say on the bag?
Ah, shit, babe.
The motherfucking bag.
I mean, man, the
sense.
bag is success, man. The bag is the plan of execution. The bag is the plot. The bag is a good night on the town. The bag is a dope ass show. The bag is the dope ass music. It's me. It's the product. What do you need?
I don't know what the question means, man.
Book me for a show. Book me to perform, do a feature on your song, whatever. Book me to play in your fucking movies, your commercials, or I'm a creative director. I do a lot. You feel me? My bag real big. I got a whole lot of shit in my bag. Come holler at me about this over here, man.
So that's the bag, huh?
Man, they know what's up with me, man. I'm good out here, man.
I got kids. I got kids though. They need a lot of fucking attention.
They know me out here, man. They see me out here, man. I'm really out here for real, man.
So
they know me.
All right. So that's the bag.
That's the motherfucking bag.
I guess. All right. I still have zero answers about what the bag is. But that's okay.
You know better than you think you do.
That's okay. You know, I probably do if I when I go back and listen to this, I'll probably understand it.
Yeah.
So let's go into your social media, T. You are your social media presence is something else, man.
Yes, sir.
It is something else.
Yes, sir.
You know, could you go into a little bit about the dramas and the
nonsense that is Teejaesohigh.
Oh no. Here we go.
Hey man, I call it.
Here you go. I already know how this going.
I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody, man. I call a spade a motherfucking spade. That's all. You put it in front of me, I'm gonna call it what it is. I ain't afraid to answer no questions. I ain't against being asked any questions. Just know, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say what the fuck I meant. I'm not gonna say what you thought I meant. None of that bullshit. I'm gonna say what the fuck I meant. Do not misinterpret this, because it is what it is.
Comprehension is
if I can speak on something, I can speak on something, I'm gonna tell you, like, you know what I'm saying, well, me and him click so what? Cause me and him the same sign. We both of us Libras. And then sometimes I'm the bad guy, and he the good guy, and sometimes he the bad guy, I'm the good guy. And they be like that good cop, bad cop kind of thing, you feel me? And then, you know what I'm saying, cause I can take the 10, but I know where his head be at, and so I don't always put him in a situation to where he have to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then, but sometimes I get myself in a situation to where I gotta be the bad guy, but then switch to the good guy. And then, you know what I'm saying, that's why me and him click, cause we understand each other.
Yeah,
you feel
absolutely.
me?
And that's massive, especially, you know, when working together and
we've been working together what, about 10 years now.
Yep.
Yeah, and man, I'm telling you, when I tell you, dog, man, cause I mean, and you know what I'm saying, sometimes shit get gangster, and we had a situation not too long ago, shit almost, you know what I'm saying, it got gangster, you feel me? So
yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know, I ain't finna sit around and play with your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just us as our mind state. You know what I'm saying? How we think. Because if you want that, you can get that, but it's gonna go all the way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's how Libras think. We're not gonna have nothing incomplete.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in having nothing incomplete. I'd rather finish something and be late on it than not finish it at all.
See, I'm the exact opposite.
Baby, tell them about what I do to that booty.
Get your ass. This motherfucker.
Speaking of which, tell them how I get down.
Don't tell them how I get down.
This retarded as fuck. Real shit.
Let's just say he's very good at grocery shopping.
High five, my nigga.
We're just gonna leave that there.
Grocery shopping.
But no, like, you know what I'm saying?
If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
My bad for interrupting. But as Libras, we really don't believe in leaving nothing incomplete. Don't matter how much it costs us or it take from us. If you want a job finished, we gonna finish that job.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that bitch gonna be right too.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
You don't score until you score.
Yeah, you feel me? It's just like I'm gonna keep trying to hit them threes till I hit a three.
Yeah. And I mean, look, that's that's the drive. I can do that if it's for other people. You know what I mean? But I can't.
I think the same way, but I had to get away from that because a lot of people nowadays they look out for themselves.
Yep.
They think about themselves more than they think about others.
Yep. And yeah, I mean that's empathy is a it's tough. Empathy, putting yourself in people's places and understanding where they're coming from is not easy to do. But at the same time, I think it's crucial, man. I think right now what the world needs is comprehension.
Empathetic therapy.
Yeah, empathy and comprehension of what people are saying.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Care about your fellow man.
Yeah.
So people have a bad habit of looking for cosigns, man.
What do you mean by that?
People always look for shit that reinforce what they want to believe, rather than them actually paying attention to what's actually going on in situations.
Yeah.
They always looking for confirmation. You know what I mean? But you set yourself up for failure when you do that.
Yeah.
Because you come into situations with desires and wants and shit. Like, it's nothing wrong with wanting what you want, but at the same time, like, come on, let's be realistic. Mm-hmm. You think you the only person that matter?
Yeah, the compromise is huge too.
You know what I mean? Like, you not the only person that matter. This ain't all about you.
And me and him had plenty of conversations about the same type of thing. Yeah. And it's like people want things to go their way but not thinking about situations of the other end, of who you dealing with.
Well, and then you know, you kind of have to get to a point where you compromise in sometimes, and that doesn't mean that you're faltering in your beliefs or whatever. It just means that you're realizing to be empathetic in the situation, you need to compromise. You both need to compromise in things and grow together. Toxic said it's like the empathy song, empathy, put yourself in the place of me. Exactly like that. Little dude drives a Honda Odyssey and coaches the soccer team, if you know what I mean. I'm assuming that's in response to the grocery shopping.
Wait a minute.
Comment was
Grocery shopping.
Dude drives a Honda Odyssey and coaches the soccer team, if you know what I mean.
Well, damn.
A motherfucker, a plum. That's the best way I can put it. Laying pipe down.
Okay, so I have to bring up the controversial topic of what happened a few weeks ago, or however long it happened ago, at Cowboys and and wherever. So, would you like to speak on that? Would you like to?
I'm gonna just speak on it first.
Would you like to avoid it?
Okay, what we talking about specifically?
The blackface dude. The dude had the blackface.
My guy Joe. Yeah, my guy Joe. You big stupid motherfucker. Joe. You a big stupid motherfucker, man. And I told them this, man. I warned them from the jump when the incident that blew all of this up. Because it was a fight. This was on three Fridays ago. 4 now?
I want to say 4, yeah.
So almost 4 Fridays ago. A brawl broke out in the middle of the show, and it threw everything out because, you know, the house didn't know how to handle the situation. Yep. They don't know anything about crowd control. They don't know anything about crowd control because they're not a fucking music venue. You know what I mean? So, just like, y'all supposed to know what y'all dealing with going into something like this. You know what I mean? And me knowing Kelly, I already probably trying to bring attention to these things. Because Kelly got a history in doing this. This like that man first rodeo. Kelly been doing this for years since motherfucking my age was children. Kelly Bama been doing this, running nightclubs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, resume real long. He know how to run his function. Yeah. So I'm already knowing that, you know, it's just ignorance on their part in the situation. And then to jump out the window and then go to scream and we not racist, this, that, and the third. Bitch, the situation didn't have nothing to do with racism. So why did you bring that up? You look real suspect to me right now. We not even talking about that. What are you talking about? So now I just spent 2 days arguing with these people. They just stuck on defending themselves against not being. Bitch, I didn't ask you. No. Were you racist?
So I do have to be as unbiased as I can, and try to understand every side and give as much credit as, because I don't know anything. I'm very ignorant about everything.
Righteous.
So with that said, there is a lot of racial tension in the country right now. And so when the situation happened, having it happened in response to a primary black show that was happening at the event or at the place, correct?
Wait, say that again.
So it all happened at a primary black show that happened at their property, right?
Right.
So I can understand why the first initial response would kind of be, we're not racist, because with the state of things right now.
Let me explain why.
Or possibly
why that was unnecessary for them to say. The situation was surrounded around a fight.
You still talking about the blackface thing, right?
Well, we'll get into that.
It started from this.
It
started with this. It started with this situation. Then it ended up getting led into the blackface situation. It started with this situation. These just some young niggas in the middle of the dance floor fighting because somebody stepped on their shoes in the middle of their set.
Man, that's some dumb ass shit the way I look at it in my life.
I mean, that's
the problem came in when now the fight has transgressed outside. Took 3 minutes. I stood right there in front of the DJ booth and watched this whole fight. I just turned around, looked at her, told her get in the corner and get down. Because if somebody up a strap and they go to busting, you don't need to be nowhere to be hit by nothing that go flying. Yeah. I'm still just standing right there just watching this shit. It's crazy. Because it's like 50 people that got involved in the fight while the rest of them trying to trample each other to get out of the building. Mm-hmm. The problem come in when, okay, the fight outside now, right? Why you get your big dumb ass on the microphone and now you got a security guard standing out here on the side of the floor and y'all cussing and hollering at people telling them to shut the fuck up? These people didn't start the fight. They fucked up like you fucked up. Why you talking crazy to them? And now your security guard over here threatening individual people. Now he finna get jumped on. They finna beat his ass. Then after this, you done stopped the whole show for an hour and a half. You done fucked up the lineup. So now you got people that can't perform, which put Kelly in a position. He gotta let the people who paid him to perform now. Yeah. I ain't sweating it. I ain't worried about it. Just make sure the show keep going. I don't need this. I'm just participating to help out with this shit. This me doing community action. You know how I rock. I'm on the road with my shit. I tour. I'm not stuck to doing shows in Mobile no more. So when I do shit in Mobile, it's for the sake of the city itself. Cause I get mine in out there abroad.
Yeah, I mean that's how they.
But the way I look at like the whole Cowboys and everything, personally, the way I look at, I mean,
you see what I'm saying though? My bad. You see what I'm saying though? The situation was about a fight and how you conducted yourself amongst crowd control.
I get that.
It makes it even worse when people catch your security guard following people around like he want to hit them in the back of the head.
And I'm definitely not saying that didn't happen at all.
It happened. I watched it happen.
I absolutely think it did.
Yeah, I watched it happen right in front of me.
With that said, I as far as them jumping straight to we're not racist, I can kind of understand why they felt like they might need to try to defend their whiteness because I mean a lot of people have that false sense that they have to protect that. Yeah, that, the All Lives Matter people. I know that all of the All Lives Matter people don't hate what Black Lives Matter is trying to do. Mm-hmm. I think that they do care, but they feel like they're not included in that. But it's ignorance.
If I can speak on that and then this is not me getting political or nothing like that, but expounding on what you talking about as far as the All Lives Matter, like a lot of people don't understand. It ain't like when we say Black Lives Matter, it don't necessarily mean it's only Black Lives Matter. It's more of a sense as we the only. It's a thing of we the only ones getting killed. Yeah. And then ain't nobody getting brought to justice about this shit. You feel me? Yeah. We getting killed by police. We getting get killed by motherfucking citizens. And then everybody getting found not guilty. But damn, you can make a mistake and kill a not even necessarily a white person, but you can make a mistake and shooting the air and the bullet fuck around and come down and hit somebody in the fucking head and they die, and then they like, oh, that was your bullet, and then you go to jail, but a motherfucker shoot you broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get what I'm talking about? Well, it ain't all lives matter, but
it's not.
It's like y'all treat them different.
Y'all's fight isn't for all lives. Y'all's fight is to make Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? And it should be our responsibility. If we really care about as white people, if we really care about that, then we should fight for white people that get murdered.
But what I'm saying is, in order for all lives to matter, you gotta let Black Lives matter too.
Absolutely. And we're staying off.
We just want to be inclusive in the count.
Yeah.
We just want to be inclusive in the population of the All Lives Matter. We just don't want to be like All Lives Matter, but if you kill somebody black, we can brush that shit off and
see. When Black Lives Matter first came about, I was very ignorant on it, and I actually didn't support it and didn't like it, and then until recently, when I actually started listening and understanding what was actually happening and what people were fighting for, and then that's when I can't stop. I can't sit here and not say anything or speak up or bring attention to it. And then it took that I had that same feeling of, wait, all lives matter. You know, I had that same feeling. But then I was like, why do I... Clearly this isn't saying that I don't matter. Clearly this is not saying that, oh, you're white, you don't fucking matter. It's saying that, look, this racism shit's not over. And we're still fighting it. Please join us and help. That's what I had to start to understand. And I think that's what a lot of people could understand
and
if
they
I
actually
just
something,
listened.
If I can say something on this, like my god sister, she ain't technically my god sister, but I grew up with her. She used to babysit me. She one of my lieutenants in the army. She a captain now. She a white Jewish woman. And you know what I'm saying? She don't treat me no different. Like she treat me like her damn brother. And then you know what I'm saying? She a cop and all that. And I talk to her all the time. And when we talk, she give me advice, and I be like, hey, what I need to do is this, that, and third. I don't really get in the league trouble like that because I know how to move. But the thing about it is, you feel me? She don't treat me like damn. Oh, he black. He a black dude.
She treats you like a person.
Yeah, she treats me like a person.
And that's really it's all.
And then that's really all we want for real.
So getting back.
I mean, I can't speak for everybody.
Yeah.
Because some people might want more.
Yeah.
And to me, as long as if you being humane, that's all.
It's not that much to ask for, right?
Yeah,
you know. So back to what happened. I wasn't saying that you know none of any of that didn't happen. I wanted to say that I do understand if they felt like that they had that ignorance that they had to defend their whiteness or whatever that people feel.
You talking about the picture?
Talking about the Cowboys and
with the picture,
with
right?
No,
how it ended up.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not there yet.
Right.
So as far as that goes, now let's kind of go into the next part. I have seen things about there was a drug deal that went down and that's why that someone leaked a picture or something like that.
Drug deal. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. I know that rumor, but nah.
Okay.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Okay.
That's what you call bullshit. That's what you call mud
well,
slanging.
I mean,
legal wise, it's called
that's
hearsay.
mud slanging.
I mean, I got you.
Because the person who actually leaked the blackface photo was the person who that was said about. So that was just a mud slanging attempt back at them. Oh, you got me in the eyes. I'm finna get your ass in the lips.
Hold on, check this out. To be legal, just because you know we're going to allow for legal reason, hearsay.
It is hearsay. That didn't actually happen, and nobody knows of that happening.
No, I mean,
I'm just
nobody knows of that happening. There was no such incident.
You know, but you know, well, I'm trying to keep it. I don't want to.
That was just something that was said to throw something back at them because shit, he just got my ass.
I want to talk about everything that's there, you know, and so now let's talk about the blackface. Has there been an apology as of now?
Man, now there is, but the apology is fucking forced. It's not real.
If somebody got to apply pressure to you to have an apology, that's not gonna be a genuine.
When somebody is constantly trying to justify their actions, that automatically disqualifies it from being an apology. You're not making an admittance of your wrongdoing.
From the heart.
That is a faulty apology by default, off top. Your whole argument already goes out the window because you're getting back on the podium to defend what you did. You're not admitting what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
It's over.
And see, I haven't seen the apology. I haven't seen what was said.
I did. It was bunk as fuck.
You know,
the way I look at it, I hate to interrupt, my bad, bro. But the way I look at it, first of all, for one, I got 2 points on this. For one, fuck you, fuck that you took the picture. You could have kept that picture in your phone.
No.
Number 2, the fact that how the fuck you get on Facebook? You either had to said to somebody or you posted your damn self. So, cause the way the picture look.
Nah, I tell you the truth, bro. It was a photographer, dog, that's been doing photos and shit.
He a hoe.
To be quite honest, yes, that was a whole move on his part.
Here is a question.
Because they banned him from Cowboys and Angels. So that was him retaliating against them for banning him for saying what he said about the fight situation.
Yeah,
that's when the pictures came out. And I gotta be honest. I gotta tell the truth. Because it is what it is. That was a weak-ass move.
It was.
It was now. It was a weak-ass move. But at the same time, I warned all of their ass.
So my question to you is going to back to ignorance, right? There is a split and a divide on blackface. And there is confusion amongst it because of, oh my God, white chicks and Tropic Thunder, and how is Tropic Thunder accepted?
It's not.
What's that?
I mean, it's no, ain't nothing wrong with Johnny Depp did in Tropic Thunder.
To clear that was
Robert Downey Jr. My bad. To clear the air on that, nah, he ain't do nothing wrong. We fuck with him.
That shit happened before.
Because he was playing a character of a person that was playing blackface.
There's the difference.
His character was making fun of the concept of a white person with doing blackface.
I forgot the name of the movie. But see, Richard Pryor and Jimmy Wilder.
I don't want to delve too much into the movie side. But my point on that one was, do you think that there was a moment of more ignorance in when it was happened, when they did it, as opposed to like, oh, we're doing this to be offensive, or would it be like
the man literally showed up to the goddamn Halloween party that picture was taken at and walked around saying to people, I'm a nigger for Halloween, y'all.
And he should got his ass.
I have witnesses that were there that have all told me this.
Whooped.
He had employees. He had employees that confronted him about this and also told him, hey man, that ain't the move, man. There you go, there it is. There's no excuse for it. Simply put, there's no excuse for it.
Do you think there's... I agree.
What's done in the dark got to come out to the light.
Yeah, no.
Anybody can say anything about you, but that truth is there.
Yeah, the truth
regardless of who sees it right now. That truth is there, and it's gonna show itself.
Well,
that's why I walk with no fear, because I know what the fuck going on around this bitch.
I am 100% authentic. That's why I'll fucking address anything.
I know what's going on.
Check this out. I'm put it like this. Say if we're at a costume party, and I paint myself, you know what I'm saying, tan, white, or however you want to put it, white color.
Yeah.
And then I walk around and tell people I'm a cracker. So, would you feel offended?
Well, okay, so this is where I like.
Not you personally, but you know what I'm saying?
I personally wouldn't. But see, I also.
I mean, because you can look at it as a joke. I mean, I got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, but I've also never experienced what y'all have. So I've never, like, I have been, I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, and I have experienced community racism in that degree, like towards my family. But as far as like what y'all have been through, I can't have that response. You know what I mean? Like I can't be offended by that because it's so minuscule comparatively.
Right. And what you getting back is really just the
not
repercussions of what they've been dealing with.
It's just like blowback.
So I wouldn't be offended by that. But I'm also a very offensive humor-wise person. I think that humor has very few limits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm the same way.
So because I've done a lot of racist shit. I'm not a racist person at all. Like I have prejudice.
I mean, Trump, like I told you, I was in the Home 10 years, and I heard
a
bunch of funny ass racist jokes.
Yeah, I love.
And then I even fucking laughed at him. I was like, that shit was funny though.
Humor is a huge thing for me. My coping mechanism is humor. Like self-appreciating humor is funny to me. So as far as blackface, I could ignorantly understand why someone might be like, this isn't offensive. But hearing how and what he was saying, like there's a point to where racist jokes or racist actions does start to like become racism, even if it's ignorant, even if it's not intentionally trying to be hurtful. It's racist.
And a lot of times the way I look at it is like a lot of times it's really intention.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this not the time to do it.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think about time. Say if a child get murdered, and then somebody go to a child get murdered in September, then somebody come to a party as a child with a knife in his heart or something like that. I'm like, they gonna be like, that shit ain't fun. That child just got murdered 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, man, come on now.
Exactly.
And that's kind of how, you know.
Yeah, and see, that's, you know, so do you personally feel, and this will be the last question, and we'll move on from this topic. But do you feel like there is anything that he can do, or they can do, to genuinely show that they are remorseful, or that they're willing to grow, or that they were just ignorant, they're not racist, or they were trying to be humorous,
yes,
whatever
bro.
excuse
They can come back from it. They can come back from it, but first things first. You have
reparations. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up. First thing is first, man. They have to acknowledge what they did for what it is. They have to stop making excuses for themselves, and they have to stop allowing other people to make excuses for them. Because you got other people that's also trying to make excuses for their behavior too, but it's out of bias.
Yeah.
You're doing it because you consider this to be your people fucked up.
Yeah.
Now be real, be a real person to your people and let them know that they fucked up. Mm-hmm. If you really want to be real, because you're really being a bitch. Because now you sitting up here and you co-signing they wrong for the sake of taking their side. Now you a fuck boy too now.
No.
You ain't helping them. You just making yourself look bad with them.
And to co-sign on that, I'm gonna call it not co-activism, but like you do something to stop the actions of someone else. Mm-hmm. It's called something. I can't really think of the name. It's called something, but not co-defended. It's something, but we'll get to that later.
Wait, what?
It like if you say if I know you trying to do something, but I do something on the other end of what you trying to do to make it not happen for you. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it a lot of times I see that a lot, and then I see that and it's really they call it nowadays covert racism. Mm-hmm. But that's really what it is. It is you doing this, like, you know, the whole job situation. If I know this motherfucker and I know this motherfucker and I know he the head of this thing and he do the hiring, and I know this guy and I know he applied for the job and I know he qualified and he get the job, but I'm gonna send this dude and put in a good word for him. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying, call the head dude because I know him. And be like, when he come in, he gonna put in an application. I know he qualified, but fuck all that. Hire bro. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's just, you can't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you can't, but that's a lot of time. Like, and nowadays, that's how a lot of this shit work. You feel me? Because I didn't apply for jobs plenty of times. And I know, I'm like, I got this job. But then I get somebody hired, they tell me I'm overly qualified or some bullshit mm-hmm. like that. I'm like, how the fuck you overly qualified? That mean I really know how to fucking do the job. That's my thing. Right. I'm like, that mean I really know how to fucking do the job. Yeah. So, but you hire this dude, he ain't got no experience. He a green leaf. Mm-hmm. He green in it. But y'all hiring him, paying him the same thing y'all talking about paying me. Yep. Not even nothing less. I'm like, come on, man. For real? You know I know how to come in. I come in here 3 months, I'll be a manager.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, you know, maybe that's not what they're looking for. Maybe they just have prejudice. Maybe they're just
it just, and then that ain't necessarily how I look at all things. But when certain things present themselves, it like you said, call a spade a spade. When certain things present themselves, if it look like a duck, smell like a duck, quack like a duck, 9 out of 10 it's probably a fucking duck.
Probably a fucking duck, yeah.
Yo, you feel me? So,
alright, so
go ahead.
Them bitches mean too.
Ducks?
Them bitches mean,
who fuck mean?
Ducks rape each other.
Man, I got bit by a duck.
I got evolved so that they don't get fucking raped as easy. Like, what the fuck,
For
duck?
real?
I got bit by a duck. I killed a duck with a rock one time. Like, I had skipped the rock and that bitch hit that bitch right in the head. That motherfucker turned upside down. I left the park.
Oh my God.
All right.
This is my new part. I ain't gonna say what year because I don't want no legal.
So we're gonna go to. So why do you do it?
Music.
And
it's
how-
kind
how
of
is the
therapy
song
for
coming?
me, actually. It's kind of therapy for me, cause I always felt for the longest time of my life, I always felt like my words were looked down on.
Mm-hmm.
Cause my mama and my grandparents, you know, the people that were over me as a kid, they always they would acknowledge other people for acknowledging my intelligence, but
Like in comparison,
they were not big on me being so outspoken.
No.
So for the
What you
longest
mean, like-
time, I felt like nobody was really hearing me. And when I dropped out of school and I started seeing other guys that I went to school with, like Bobby Giles, It's BJ.
Yeah.
He was making mixtapes
Rest
in the
in
9th
peace.
grade. He's not dead, man.
No.
Shut
I'm
up.
thinking about Mr. Davis.
Hey,
I'm
stop
sorry.
talking for a minute, okay?
My fault. I'm thinking about Mr. Davis.
Shout out to Mr. Davis too. He was another one, but you know, he came later in the game. Like BJ was making mixtapes in the 9th grade. His Hard Hitters mixtape series, like that shit was hard. Like bro, it's tough. Like tough. Like him and guys like Dante Buchanan, man, they were the reasons why I critique myself the way that I do, to give what I do, to go as hard in my lyricism and be outstanding in the things that I say the way that I do. But I mostly just to be honest, man, when I first started rapping, bro, it was for attention. I feel like I didn't get attention at home.
Yeah.
You know, like my father always been in my life, but he wasn't never really down. He was kind of just a rolling stone.
Mm-hmm.
And not to paint her in a bad. I don't want to paint her in a bad light, but it is what it is. My mama was more worried about her man or who she was fucking than she was me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my mama cared about me. She was down, but her priorities was fucked up, man.
And I mean that's parents are tough. Like
She was young too.
Yeah,
You feel me?
exactly.
So I got to give her that
Exactly.
credibility. She was
Exactly.
young.
you know.
My mama had me at 17. You know, she was a kid with a
they
kid.
did the best they could, the best
Exactly.
they knew, and I don't harbor any resentment for shit that's happened in my life. You know, it helped me grow and understand who I am. But at the same time, looking back, it's like, man, you know, they just didn't know, and ignorance is not stupidity, and ignorance isn't a bad thing. You know, it sucks, but it's just what it is. So music, like, is it just rap? Is it the lyric? Is it the structure? Is it the just all of it that drives you to create?
It's the message, man. It's what I'm saying in the music. That's what keeps me going in this. I found a place in it to be able to say the things that I wanted to say, and this was a way of me to get people to listen to what I had to say.
Yeah.
So it became that. It still is that. Except now I express myself on stage. I express myself outwardly through my personality. It's bigger than just the music now. You know, the music is still a medium. But as far as the music is concerned these days, I don't necessarily have to use my music to say what I want to say, because now I've developed myself to be so outspoken and so head forward to where I don't really have to try. My presence is just felt now. When I say shit, people listen to me. Regardless whether they like what I said or they didn't, whether they gave me 1,000 likes on Facebook or retweeted my shit, whatever. They don't have to interact with what I said at all. But they was listening. They was paying attention. So these days, on the music side, it's more or less, I like creating vibes, man. I like providing atmosphere. I like creating soundtracks. I like creating the music that I want to listen to.
Yeah. Okay.
Check out Teejaesohigh Associates.
Nobody can make the shit that I make.
Yeah.
You can't find that anywhere.
I promise. Like,
I crafted it to be that way.
I promise.
You'll never find another rapper that sound like me. You'll never find another rapper that'll produce a beat like me.
So
it was a point in time. My bad for cutting you off. But it was one time where I had I ain't gonna say stop rapping, but I had to take myself back and rehome my craft as far as rapping to kind of catch up with him, because he'll come with a beat and then it be like so like abstract and you know what I'm saying, creative, And then I be like, damn, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, want this, that, and the third. And then I hear his verse, and then I'm like, shit, now I gotta write a whole nother. I done wrote 3 verses to this bit. But I hear his shit, it didn't match up. So I was like, I gotta write another verse. But as far as like the music thing, the way I look at the shit, man, like he said, therapy is really, it's therapeutic. It really is therapeutic at times, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you need it to be.
Well, I mean, music, I'm dyslexic, and so, like, words, that's why I've always been fascinated by rap. I love it because of the fact of what it is, you know, but I'm terrible at it, and unless I'm listening to lo-fi hip-hop, East Churro Alaska Study too, then, like, for some reason, my mind just starts trying to flow, and it's terrible, it's awful.
You know, like most of these dyslexic people, they work off like my nephew. He ain't dyslexic, he autistic. But a lot of dyslexic people, and I think me personally, I think dyslexia is a small form of autism. But I think they work off patterns, just exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as long as you give them a pattern to follow, and like they perfectly fine, and they usually really fucking smart.
Yeah, musically, like, because that's what I kind of did. Is I really early on, I noticed in movies, actually, it was The Lion King. I noticed the emotional impact that music actually did. Like noticing
something big happened.
Yeah, and that the strings and the orchestra can literally make your emotions change to a happy or sad or. And so that kind of became my language. Like, I'm terrible at writing lyrics, but I've heard so many different sounds and variations.
That's why I see you had a cello over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You got your I don't know if it's called.
I'm terrible. I'm awful, but I'm trying to learn because I'm trying to learn how to write first strings.
That's one thing I want to learn my damn self.
I mean, you know, it just takes doing it.
Okay.
So, you know, for me, music is very therapeutic because it can let you release those emotions and other things. But you know, it's not so much what I'm saying. I guess it is because I'm telling stories and. But I do want to do collabs with rappers and with other artists and with orchestral stuff and trying to kind of blend different genres.
Yeah, and then me personally, I ain't gonna even lie. I want to do something with like, I ain't gonna say a symphony band or something like that, but just like symphony band music in the background.
Yeah.
Collab with like, you know, maybe some bass, you know, in that somewhere. And then me, like the way, like he said, music like therapy. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you can ask him. I was a lot when I was constantly doing music. I was a lot more peaceful.
Yeah,
I was a lot more peaceful. But then when I had my first child, I had to slow down a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, girlfriends and bullshit like that and all that type, you know, and shit. And I had to.
Well, it's an outlet for your emotions. I mean, it's a healthy way to get it out. So, Teejaesohigh, how's the song coming?
I'm still chopping samples over here. I'm doing so much at one time. Like, I'm in the process of actually making the beat, but I'm also responding to people too.
Gotcha.
They interacting.
I mean, you're welcome to respond to them here as well, and say questions.
I am.
Run some questions.
Y'all more than welcome to talk to us too, man. Or drop any comments, any questions, anything y'all want to add onto the commentary. You're more than welcome to do so.
So what do you think the community can do? The scene can do to become healthier between each other, because it seems like there's a lot of. Well, it seems like there's a lot of dramas or some petty fights or things that happen, either whether it's shows and it seems like there's always
the music.
Yeah. It always seems like there's just some type of bullshit going on between people.
Right.
Yeah.
But I personally feel, expounding on what you're saying, I feel like a lot. It's too many. I kind of wish we would have been. We kind of can go back to the old school style where men were fucking men. And all these men ain't all the way fucking their emotions.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, your granddad. You think your granddaddy got mad at the motherfucker? He ain't know.
Here's my take on that. I think that it is perfectly okay for guys and men to have emotions and
I ain't saying
understand them. But I do agree that there's a point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was also raised where it's kind of like you get over it and move on until this last year, until I actually experienced depression to such a degree that I couldn't do anything, and then it was like, oh, this is how bad things can actually be. So I became more empathetic to other people's emotional sides. With that said, there is a point. There is things that are frivolously you shouldn't be emotional about.
Yeah.
There are things that shouldn't be as big of a deal as people blow them up, and that's because they're not dealing with their actual emotions and they're projecting it and switching the focus of the actual problem, what's in their life, and they're shifting it on, say, getting stepped on your shoe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like motherfuckers saying, "Oh, he don't like me." Like, get your bitch ass.
It's like, okay, well, who gives a fuck?
That's my whole point.
Like, what does he matter to you at all? If he doesn't like you, okay, that's
motherfucker, if motherfucker put out a diss track against me, if you ain't fucking with my money, I don't give a fuck. That's just you wasting your goddamn
time
in the
on top
studio.
of that, if your diss track isn't good enough to respond to, you shouldn't respond to it. Yeah. I mean, if it's a good diss track, I would respond to it.
I probably even if it was good. Even if it was good.
I personally
taking money out of my pocket.
I personally embrace haters because haters help you grow.
Haters
are haters,
But I look at that like on some 6ix9ine shit. Like,
I get that. But at the same time, haters do have a point and a purpose. That's why I try to clarify with people. Like, look, you can hate me if you want to. I don't care. But tell me why, and if I can change it or make it better in some way.
You being reasonable about it. Like, check this out, right? When I said some 6ix9ine shit, you know what I'm talking about, right?
His snitching ass?
Yeah, snitching ass. So, like, me, the way I look at that shit, I'm like, okay, cool. You got in the bed with these dudes, and you start doing shit, trying to, look this way like you this person and you that person, and then some shit get gangster, and you go snitching on everybody. I felt like he should have done more time than what the fuck he did.
Yeah. Cause
he really I think he only got sentenced to like 3 to 8 years or some shit like that. But my thing is, motherfucker, you know what you were getting yourself into when the fuck you did it.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. If you ain't want to be, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well,
here's my thing: is why don't we just turn down the heat in the kitchen? You know what I mean? Why does there have to be heat?
Sometimes you can't turn on.
Well, no, I get that.
You step in a certain field.
I get that there's situations that it's inevitable, but at the same time, why does there have to be that heat? Why?
All right, that's just like me. I'm gonna put it like this. That's just like you go in the military, you join the infantry, you go overseas, and you get surprised when you get shot at. Like, that's a thing that might fucking happen. And they train you for it. Ain't like you ain't been trained for it. But ain't no damn, I'm scared, I'm finna just lay right here until they stop shooting. Fuck that, you better get your ass up and shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then whatever repercussions come behind that, it's just repercussions.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm alive and I came out that bitch with my life.
Yeah. And see, my point to that is like, for instance, things getting gangsta.
You said things
I had
getting
to say it
gangsta.
like that. Dude. I had to say it. Actually, I really wanted to go gangster.
You're gonna sound extra white.
So, anyways, things getting serious and things getting heated.
Yeah, I got you.
I feel like, especially within the black community, all that is more division. All that is trying to divide y'all's community and keep y'all down and less than they're not mattering. You know what I mean? And I think that I'm extremely ignorant in all of this, so this is just my ignorant opinion. But I feel like trying to turn down the kitchen in the community in any way possible, shape, or form, and trying to bridge the gap all together is how we get that unity, man. You know what I mean?
But look, I'm gonna tell you what it is for real. It's like, say if you turn down the fire as far as the community goes. It's like motherfuckers jump you, and then you go back and whoop the dude ass instead of come back with a gun and shoot somebody.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers come back, other motherfuckers they ain't used to getting their ass whooped, so they come back with a gun and shoot shoot you and your neighbor house
Yeah.
up. Then they done turned the fire back up. Now you gotta kind of like put equal, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
It's a bitch. You feel me?
Yeah,
It's just like I said. This not necessarily my generation, but this current generation. Them motherfuckers don't know how to take no ass whooping.
Yeah.
You can't take shit. Fuck, I can take an ass whooping.
So
if I get my ass whooped,
yeah,
I can walk off and be like, all right, that what it was.
Yeah, if I get mass beat, I get mass beat. But if my life is threatened, I'm gonna push you down. Like I mean, there's a difference between a fight and someone trying to kill me, and that's okay. I respect that. You know what I mean? If I get mass beat, that's cool. But at the same time, you know, in y'all's opinion, what are some things that can do to help turn down us?
And I can
collectively, yeah.
And I can
turn down everyone's fucking bitches.
Well, just caring for each other as human beings, humanely. You feel me? Just, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is my first time meeting you.
It's hard to do that when you broke.
It is.
It's hard to do that when you broke.
I mean, I
fuck the bullshit. It's hard to do that.
No, but I'm saying, open the door.
Put enough broke motherfuckers in the room, you gonna have a Cowboys and Angels situation every time, I guarantee it.
I feel you, but open the door for somebody who you see coming to the door, how much that cost?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It costs something. It costs a platform. That's what the fuck it costs.
I understand, but you think it'll bid on your platform one?
Bro.
It'll be on your good name.
You gotta
your
think
name
about
platform,
it. Okay,
right?
what about the people who trying to get in who don't have a platform that's looking for one?
Okay, if you ain't there, you can't do it. But if you see somebody coming toward, like, if you see somebody coming toward the door, you hold the door open for them. You might not know who the fuck this person is. This motherfucker, oh man, shit, you looking for some work? Want,
yeah.
Bam, platform.
Man, see, you ain't thinking about it like that, bro. You ain't thinking about it for real. You ain't thinking about it for real.
I'm thinking about
how do you think about it, King?
Motherfucker is not finna be happy, period, with no money.
I mean, I agree with you.
Oh, I get where you come from.
I'm 100% in support of a fucking, what's the word? An income,
you're gonna be
a monthly income, basically.
Check it out.
Yeah. Check
it out. Even if this was a punk show, the broke motherfucker in the room is not in a good mood. The broke person in the room is not in a good mood. Even at a punk show, a pop show, whatever.
Yeah.
A bluegrass show, the broke person in the room is not happy.
Yeah. People say money doesn't buy happiness. No, but it
does.
It can replace it.
Well, no. It alleviates stress.
Yeah.
It alleviates emotional burdens that money causes. I mean, money runs everything.
It's real.
I've been broke my whole life, and I've hated money my entire life. So I genuinely don't give a shit if I'm broke. I'm broke as fuck right now, and it's mentally taxing. But at the same time,
when we talking about people,
you're right.
This the conversation the conversation has gone from music to talking about people now. You have to think economically. Yeah. You got to think about where these people live and what these people go through on their day to day. And you expect them to come into a venue and just be in a good mood?
This is
for real.
I feel you.
Okay, when you ever went to a party with broke people and they was in a good mood and everybody was just having fun?
Okay, give me 1 second. You know what I just went through. I ain't gonna speak on it, but you know what I just went through. Shit, what I did. I networked some shit, got my people. I'm making some money, and in between that, I'm putting it up. Okay, I just pissed today, and I'm waiting on the phone call. You know what I'm saying?
What does that have to do with
that? No, that's what I'm saying. If you broke, and you too lazy, broke and lazy, gonna leave your ass in the street.
Hey,
well, it's not always broke and lazy though. It's not always.
That's the thing. It's not always that.
It ain't always that.
It is that, but it's not always.
But it's not always that.
Yeah. I mean, lack of opportunity.
Look, I mean, so
some motherfuckers just happy because they really ain't getting up and making that to happen for themselves.
Yeah.
Some people just be in fucked up situations. But regardless of how they got there, that's what it is.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, to respond to your point that people shouldn't. I mean, like, how do you expect?
Hey man, keep that screen on their ass. I want to do some taxes.
Taxes,
babe. Taxes.
Let me make sure it works. Hold on.
He said, I'm gonna do some taxes.
All right, we're
taxes, babe. Taxes. Y'all don't know about taxes. Y'all don't pay taxes. What's going on, man?
Putting taxes back on the board.
Y'all don't know about taxes?
Come on, Nazi.
He think he Lil Wayne or some shit.
I'm trying to, I hate
We doing
taxes. Files and shit.
We can't let y'all see our W-2s.
Yeah,
that's
our
all.
W-2s are real fucking.
Y'all can't see the W-2. We still here now.
We filling out I-9s and
we're still
We
here.
killed the stream, but we still here.
Can't
So
scramble eggs without heat. Is what the
we
little 808 says.
We filling out I-9s and W-4s right now.
So
I like that. You can't scramble eggs without a little heat. That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
Environment and conditioning is what builds character.
But
you
at the
gotta
same
go
time-
through that. That was very accurate.
Hey, you want to get back to the question?
Well, I mean, we kind of were there. At the same time, low heat can cook eggs, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To counter that and then fucking trying to be clever way.
I mean but that's basically what the saying is though.
Yeah.
Like you don't get there until you put what you need there to
Yeah.
get there, you know?
Um,
So even the hostility that comes within the music scene, that is a part of the circle of life and that ecosystem. It's a necessary evil.
I get that.
And I like my eggs with garlic.
It is. That's why that's why I move the way that I move now.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been conditioned going through that for 3 years straight.
But is it necessary or is it just we're used to it? Right? Like, is it actually necessary?
No, it's actually necessary because that's human nature and you can't change that just to make yourself comfortable.
That's fair.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You gotta accept it because it's real and it's a part of life.
Trials and tribulations.
You can either cry about it or you can toughen the fuck up and make your choice.
Like me, I ain't trying to get out of religion. I don't know. I ain't too much religion. I mean, I believe in God.
Woo, this paperwork killing me, boy. Woo, this paperwork killing me.
Paperwork.
I ain't too much religious like that. I believe in God. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just ain't like I say like how they say non-denominational,
Yeah.
but it really ain't even no sect. But
You're spiritual or you're just
but I read the Bible and I take
Here you go, bro. Just sign the forms real
Oh
quick.
shit.
I take what I take from, you know what I'm saying, where I can get it from. You know what I'm saying? Reading the story of Job, Lot, Jacob, Joseph, all of them went through some shit. Motherfucker, Lot, God put Lot through some. His wife died, all his stock died, his crops died.
I ain't no corn shortage either, by the way, y'all. I ain't no corn
Okay,
shortage.
So, hold on.
My ass straight fat.
He went through all that, and then, you know what I'm saying, just to see if Lot was faithful. And sometimes you just gotta stand your ground and be like, I just gotta stand on it.
Yeah.
And I ain't finna let it go. And that's why when I look at him, and as long as I've been knowing him, he ain't never gave like the music thing, reconnecting. The music thing, he ain't never gave up.
Shit.
And I told him, as long as you do it, I'll fuck with it. As long
Pull
as you
them
give me yours,
W9s out.
shit, we gonna stand up. We gonna stand on that business. Fuck
Yeah.
it, let's go. And we done that. You feel me? We done had motherfuckers. We had a little group and everything. Motherfuckers quit and went and migrated and this, that, and the third. You feel me? We had so many situations. To feel me? And then it just been that the whole time. And then the only people who still standing strong really is me and him. Ain't nobody else really doing music, putting shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I done came into a contact with a lot of people over all of these years who done came to me and they just saw what I was doing. They wanted to participate, get involved. I done inspired a lot of people to start rapping. But for the most part, man, they always fall to the wayside.
Yeah.
I just sit back and I just analyze, bro. I just put people in the field, bro. I try to put them to work. Now, depending on what they do, that's how far they go. But I will say this for any aspiring artists who may be listening to me right now. This shit is real. And you really do have to put in work behind this. It's more than just, I want to make a song.
Put that 1099 at the table so I can let the camera, so you can say that to the camera so it's more personal.
Oh, no. Okay, taxes are over.
Oh, I was just saying you can put it under the table for right now. Because I'll sign it later.
Taxes are over.
Alright. There we go.
I got everybody's signatures, right?
Y'all
Everybody?
stupid.
Yes. So as you were saying,
I don't file tax. Shout out
I
Donald Trump.
don't file tax.
Shout out
Local
Donald
exempt.
Trump. Shout out
Local
Donald
exempt.
Trump.
So, okay. So we're going. Okay, we're gonna go with. What was the? Oh fuck! It's gone. Fucking taxes.
Premise.
The strongest steel is forged by fires of hell. It is pounded and struck repeatedly before it is plunged back
talking
into
in
the
goddamn
molten fire.
Greek.
I like the way he think.
The fire gives it power and flexibility, and the blows give it strength. Those two things make the metal pliable and able to withstand every battle. It's called upon to fight.
Man, that's a
I
blacksmith.
like the cut of your jib,
that
sir.
motherfucker's a blacksmith. Cause don't nobody talk like that but blacksmiths.
Well, it's a quote. I don't know who's quoting. That's the
I don't know who. It probably was a blacksmith.
That's Bob.
I
That's
like the cut of your jib, sir.
That's Bob, dude. That's Brandon Turner.
Yeah.
So, what was the question that I had, man?
I don't know. You got it. You got it listed on your thing.
No, I didn't. I said it up here, not out loud.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. That was the problem. Oh, coin shortages. I want to add. Yeah, he said that there isn't a coin shortage.
Fucking coin shortage.
So
I've been seeing
Okay,
that.
look.
Existing coin shortage.
First, there's an actual explanation for why there could be a coin shortage, and why there probably is a coin shortage, and why it's a coin shortage. Less
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of.
tax.
I'm a little bit ignorant about the coin
okay.
shortage thing.
So-
I got coins. You
So-
know what I'm saying?
This shit
So
gonna be funny.
So less people interacting with the economy means less money translating in the movie.
Yeah. It's not shit
Means
shut
less
down.
points. So I mean, there is a very simplistic formula to understand that.
Mm.
With that said, there is also the possibility that they're trying to shift to a currency-free. I mean, a digital currency only.
Yeah, I
which,
heard they trying to do
that's
that.
what I'm thinking.
Which it's gonna happen.
Eventually.
Probably eventually anyways, but there will still always
I
be
just hope
some
it's
type
like
of
8
physical
years down the
currency.
line when I'm dead.
Look, the world's about to change, guys, and
I know. I just don't want no RF.
I mean,
I just don't want no RF.
I'm just gonna identify. That's what that is, though. You know.
So I mean, the future's coming. Future's here. Like
Yeah.
I mean, and it's getting faster and faster and faster. Like sci-fi is about to become realistic with very soon. And so currency is going to be keeping a physical currency is going to be, I think, the least of our concerns. But
yeah, it's gonna be.
as far as the mark of the beast goes and all of that, that's very valid. But in my opinion, if it's the end of the world, then it's the end of the world. It's coming. So why don't you just live your life knowing that the end of the world coming? You know what I mean?
I ain't scared of it.
I don't think that things should be forced upon people. But at the same time, I've kind of moved past all of that mindset. But the future's here, man. It's coming. And coin shortage, it could be conspiracy. COVID itself is real. It is a very universally survivable virus, but at the same time, it spreads so fast that it causes a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I don't like to get too political. I will have like a once a month political segment on my Dad Pod shit.
I'll be more than happy to join you.
Most people pay with a card anyway. Cash is king. The wire transfers are good too. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like there will, even if they try to eliminate currency, there will always be a physical currency. If it's black market currency or whatever.
That's your camera right there. That's not the camera right there.
Yeah, that's the camera up there.
Right.
Eventually,
I want to say something.
Right.
If we go to digital currency and like not physical, how about my weed? I'm playing.
Don't
I got this
answer
motherfucker
that.
there.
well,
I got this
Don't
motherfucker there. I'm gonna
answer
choke.
that. Please, don't answer that.
okay, yeah, I was gonna answer that. There are
Don't answer that.
definitely
Don't answer
definitely
that.
ways to do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I would
Delete your comments.
I would
Press
actually-
backspace
I
right
would-
now.
I
Don't
got
do
it
that.
there.
I would suggest cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I'm going. Like I was looking at.
That's the only one that I would like. We'll just stop that there. We're gonna stop that there.
All right, speaking. If we're gonna stop there, I want to speak on something. I had read something, and they
There you
said
go,
50
okay.
Cent had invested like $1,000 in like Bitcoin,
Mm.
and that shit made him $5 million. Like,
Oh yeah.
and then that was like, and like it wasn't too long ago when they made them the $5 million.
Cryptocurrencies are very volatile.
I want to get into cryptocurrency
You need
myself.
to do research. There's a guy that
I kind of want to
follow, Teejaesohigh, I think is how you say his name. I don't know.
China.
I can get you
Hindu
in contact with him.
Is he Hindu?
I don't think so. No.
He Chinese.
I don't think so.
Arab.
I think
Some
he's
kind of
Indonesian?
Some kind of Middle Eastern.
I don't know. I don't really follow him that much. I just follow him on Facebook, and I know he's in crypto and has a couple
thinking
pages.
about somebody else.
But I can send y'all to him. I'm very.
Yeah, I'm gonna add you on Facebook when we leave.
Yeah. But at the same time, it could be a very wise marketing decision or business decision. I also think it's very volatile, and I think stocks are more reasonable, but that's also very volatile right now as well. So, you know, it's kind of up in the air. With the rumors of us going to digital currency, it becomes more interesting because cryptocurrency kind of raises interest there because it's decentralized.
And you know what I was thinking, and I ain't gonna spill my secret out because I don't want nobody stealing my idea when I do it. But I got it's an idea I'm thinking of because I'm seeing how things kind of going and who we owe and things going. It's leaning like you finna go this way. It's something I'm finna you know what I'm saying, put some money into. So damn, like just like I told you, 50 Cent put $1,000 or something, he made $5 million.
But see, that's the thing. Bob just said crypto is the most volatile market or money market exchange there.
Yeah, because you never know what we're gonna do.
A lot of upside potential, but very volatile, and that's true. Like it's extremely volatile in the sense that it has no real value other than what it's valued. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but that's just like money. I mean, just like since I want to say Truman.
Yeah, I mean, since money became useless.
Yeah, like Truman, and then he they stopped banking off silver and went to gold, but then we ain't have no damn gold, so they just started making up numbers.
So Bob says trading stock options is how you make money regardless of market movement.
I'm telling you. Hey, like I said, I wasn't gonna say shit.
Look,
I appreciate it, bro. Hey, shout out.
I hate money. I know that I could probably do well utilizing the stock market, but I hate money and I don't care enough to try to make money doing that way.
Yeah.
So, but I do know that is a factual statement. And you know, I don't have any input on this at all.
You're good.
But crypto, I've been in. I've made about $1,000, and you know, I've kind of pulled and moved to other things, but I see the potential for it, but I just don't really want to invest right now.
I'm finna do some investing my damn self. I got it's probably about 3-4 months down the line. I'm gonna do some investing myself, but it's gonna be international market.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna say which country and whatever, you feel me? But they ain't bad with America. That's all I'm gonna say. And if things go like how I think shit gonna go, I stand to, you know what I'm saying, bank out. And then when I say bank out, I'm talking about I'm buying your house. I'm like,
yeah.
Real,
I mean,
what's the next question?
I
I
don't have any. I don't know how we got on crypto because of the coin shortage.
Yeah.
So let's tell me about tour food.
Tour food.
Oh.
Tour food is nice. Fuck. I can't think of any of the names of the places. Let's see. Let's scan.
You can't just name the dishes?
You
can't just name the dishes? Cause never mind.
It's a spot.
Cause I be hungry.
It's a spot in Fort Walton Beach on Miracle Strip Parkway, and it's on the side of the building in the parking lot where Green Dome Music Hall was. I can't remember the place, but it's like a little bar and bistro, and I got some seared salmon one time.
Hey, what was it? Lemon garlic?
No.
Oh, seared salmon good anyway.
No, I think it was like on chives, cream cheese, chives, something like that.
So you want to talk about food?
I love food.
Look.
See, I want to talk about food because I want recommendations. That's my shit. When I'm out and about, that's what I do. I go eat.
I like to cook my damn self.
Phenomenal cooks, man. Like
Who that?
the roommates and my business partner, like they are phenomenal cooks, and I'm used to eating fast food, not giving a shit. Pizza rolls, like I don't give a shit about my health. Right. But these motherfuckers, they come up with recipes and cook, and it blows my
I'm the same way. I swear to God, I'm the same way, bro. For real.
Oh my God.
And I love doing that shit, cause I be damn just on the internet looking at shit, just like it's just like off brand cooks, and I be like, man, I can do that shit. I'm just gonna do it this way, and then add this, and then this.
I want her to start a cooking show. I want to do a cooking segment with her where I try to compete with her trying to cook, because I'm terrible at cooking. I can grill. Like, that's the only thing I can do is I can grill.
Man, I swear, I promise, I would be more than happy to come through with that shit.
So
I was like, shit, let's do it, man. What up?
Anyway, we're getting off the topic of food now,
ahead,
because we're going back to TJ and the songs and whatever else. What other questions did I even have? Oh shit!
Taxes. Taxes.
Oh man, you can't fuck up.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? I enjoy it. I think it's very worth it. I gotta make it worth it.
What do you mean by that?
I only get as much out of what I do as I put into it. My destiny is my own to decide. Very simplistic philosophy about it, but I mean that's what it is for me.
So what is your end, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't know, man.
Do you have a structure? Do you have a business plans laid out?
I do, but I don't really exactly want to talk about it.
No, that's fine. I don't want you to.
For the sake of what history would dictate, when I talk on those plans, I fuck them up and they don't come into fruition.
Yeah, I get that completely.
Since I stopped speaking so much about those plans, I'm seeing things change and they going in the trajectory now.
I'm the exact
Man, I did not know this shit.
Like when I do what I do, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm in my mode, I'm in my mode. When it's time for me to prep or promote anything, that's what I'm doing. I have to figure out my routes of execution about how I do that now. So.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I have to vocalize like a plan in a path.
I notice when people don't expect you to do some shit and then boom, hey, look what I just did. It catches their attention a whole lot.
Well, that's
more.
I've my entire life.
Killing with success. That's what I say.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My entire life, I've kind of underplayed my intelligence. Like my personality wise, like I've kind of kept more to the comedic side and the being a party house entertainer and you know being personable than kind of like, oh, I'm intelligent, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, there's a value in kind of waiting for a moment to make a splash, right?
Right.
And say, this is actually what I am, this is what I'm capable of, this is where we can go, you know what I mean? And so I get that. So you just don't want to discuss it simply because you don't want to basically jinx it.
To be honest,
I'm
still putting that plan together. I don't have it all figured out.
I mean, if I can,
I know what I'm doing to get there, but I don't have it all figured out yet to even be able to tell you.
If I can help you, I will.
I mean, you're doing that now.
Yeah.
And I appreciate
that's where I'm starting.
This is a part of it. What we doing right now, this is a part of it. This is just a step towards.
My thing is, like sometimes, like, and I totally agree with him. Sometimes you gotta get to, in order to see further down the line, you gotta get 2-3 steps in your plan already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So they be like, all right, I got that done, so I know I can do this, and that's gonna lead to this. So now I know I got this plan. It's kind of like blocks. You feel me? You do things in blocks. I'm gonna do this. That's cut off point. I'm gonna see where I'm at when that happens. Then you do this. Cut off point. I'm gonna see, and then I'm gonna look forward and try to plan something.
Oh, y'all thought I forgot, didn't you?
Nah,
I'm still making this beat.
I got you. It's just like more like that. Me, and then that's how I learned to work. And then me personally, Another thing I did learn. I mean, it took some heartbreak, and it took some, you know what I'm saying, going through some turmoil and trials and tribulations. But I also learned sometimes you gotta cut off people you love to get where you want to be.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of people, ain't nobody gonna look out for you directly but you.
No.
Ain't nobody directly looking out for you.
I mean, you're basically in it alone. You know?
Yeah, and then but everybody expect you to answer the phone and look out for them when they call.
Yeah. Well, and there's a balance.
And then I got stuck in that for the longest.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then it held me back for the longest. I recently just got out of it.
Yeah.
You know
And that's
what I'm
tough to, and that's good that you were able to realize that you needed to do that. You know, that's that in and of itself is tough to do.
Yeah, and then my daddy, and the crazy part about it, my daddy was the one that had to tell me, man, you feel me? This, that, and the third person, you gotta, you can love them along. You gotta love them along her spoon. Yeah. You ain't gotta direct deal with them all the time, and don't lend them no money.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's going back to the question as far as like your plan and structure. Like for me, I like to have a plan. I like to have a goal, and I like to have.
He'll going hard in the paint while on the clock.
What's that?
We going. I like this shit.
What's that?
No, I'm just saying the momentum. We keeping one. We still going.
Oh,
still
yeah,
rolling.
yeah.
I like this
So, I like to have that plan and an idea of where I'm going but I've failed a lot in my life. Like 7 years ago, I tried to start a video game studio. That failed. I got arrested for shoplifting when I stole a $30 mouse with $200 in my pocket. I didn't steal it, and it was bullshit. But 5 years ago, I tried to start an animation company. That fucking failed. And, but all these times I had plans laid out. I had ideas. But it's okay to fail. It's okay to just, as long as you learn to adapt to that failure. You know what I mean? As long as you learn to grow from that failure and grow from that plan not working out, you have the flexibility to adapt and change on the go.
Right.
You know, that's the key. It's like not being crushed by the failures, not being and giving up simply because of the failures. And that's not easy to do. That's not something that, you know, look, I can't do it alone. I know that much. That's why I'm reaching out to people. That's why I'm trying to do these things to get us all going, because seeing other people getting passionate about shit brings back my passion.
Right.
You know what I mean? And right now, I'm trying to save my life, and that means making other people's lives better. And that's, you know, whatever I get from that, I don't give a shit. If I get $1 for all of this, cool. If I get $1 billion, I don't care. You know, I despise money, but I want to be fucking happy again. And how I'm gonna be happy is changing the fucking world. And let's do it. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think we can do it, guys. Like that's where, you know.
Fuck, I'm going for the gusto, bro. My days have yet to be made, so I'm gonna make my shit.
Yeah, 31 is fucking young, guys. Like,
man, shit. I'm 29, man. I turned 30.
I wasted enough time in my 20s doing nothing, man.
I spent the last 10 years hating my life, you know, and I didn't know it.
3.
I didn't know it until last year, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's how it be though, man. You feel me? You really don't know you're under depression until you hit the rock bottom and all you got is depression.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you be like, man, shit. You just sit down and you be like, shit fucked up.
And see, that's why I think it's so important for us as a community, as people, to start to understand and accept mental health is real. Like,
I'm tripping.
Nothing to make fun of people about, nothing to fucking rag on people about, or you know, call people bitches for. It's like, no, this shit is real.
It ain't like we crying.
Yeah.
It's just I'm dealing with myself, and I got to deal with other people.
But you don't have to deal with yourself alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
Other people got to deal with you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't like. I growing up, I was opposed to therapy, and I was always taught, you know, well, I wasn't really taught. I just kind of learned that therapists were, you know, if you went to therapists, you're crazy. You know what I mean? Or something's wrong with you, or oh my God, she's going to therapy. You know that.
Like taboo.
So, yeah, but I think everyone should fucking go, honestly, because being able to get an unbiased opinion and view on how to change and better your life, and actually finding out what you deal with mentally is fucking massive. And if, I truly believe if people in the community started taking that serious, that would be the first steps to turning down the fucking heat.
Personally, this is my thought about therapy. Like you said, I feel like everybody should go because it's better to have your break, like the psychological break at an earlier age, so you can get sent. So not sent to therapy, but you can get help early, and then you can understand yourself, and you understand not saying it's something wrong with you, but you can understand how you think, and you know what I'm saying, why you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But instead of getting older, get stuck in your ways. Now you stuck in your ways, then you had your break. That could be way more dangerous because you stuck in your ways and you like, I've been living like this for 45 years and then you go, you know what I'm saying, have your psychological break. Yeah. And that's gonna be a lot harder to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, old habits hard to break.
Sorry, I just got a tax question in my head. 'Cause I'm listening to this and I'm starting to hear things that I can be playing over the top of it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm wanting to. Do you have a MIDI input that
Right back.
I don't, but it's quite possible that you do.
Real quick.
Just you can go inside the beat. Yeah.
Okay.
It might be locked, but I don't think so. I think you're good. I need a speaker though, because you have my speakers. But I'm thinking I kind of want to just play around with the piano and maybe strings and shit over the top. Just start kind of just fucking around.
Damn, I wish we could do that.
Does it sound good to you?
Yeah, actually. I would like it if you did that.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Hold on. How can I do this? I gotta get a speaker. I guess I can just come out of the monitor. I guess it doesn't have to be a nice speaker.
That's hard. I like this.
I like that. Oh gosh, dude, yeah, okay, hold on.
Ooh, shit! Alright, that's nice. That's nice.
Alright, hold on. How can I do this to you?
Where's my bag?
You got a speaker or something?
I do.
Oh, nice.
I do have a speaker. There it is, right there.
Oh, is this the bag?
That's the bag.
This is the bag?
That is the current bag.
Is this the motherfucking bag, or is this just the bag for right now?
That's the bag. That's the motherfucking bag for right now.
So that's the motherfucking bag.
That's the motherfucking bag.
That's it.
That's that boy. That's that baby. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The bag. I got everything we need in my bag. My good old bag.
Is that a Bluetooth speaker?
Yes, actually.
Does it have a cord too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Damn, what the fuck is she? She got to get food. I'll be damned.
That'll be interesting.
just seeing where you were. Oh, bet. Alright. What you give me? Damn, you just got the cookout? Nah, go to Crystals.
Maximum volume.
Alright. Oh, bet. I'm gonna give it to you now. No, we still running. Alright. Okay. She had cookout. She gotta stop at Crystals then. She on the way back.
Alright. I think we're good to go.
And I got something going over here. The shit you've been waiting on ever so patiently. Ever so patiently waiting for.
Alright.
Jam session. Good old jam session. I came to give you what you need, baby.
I might actually have a higher quality. Let's see if they have it.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Let's do the motherfucking do. Let me get y'all some volume over here. Let me get y'all some volume over here.
I must be taxed as hell, dude, because they're cooking right now. It smells so fucking. I told you they were fucking cooked, man. Shit smells so fucking good.
Ready to pair.
Fuck you. Alright, let's see if this works. Nice.
Oh no.
Alright.
Let's get it. Let's get
Where do we want to go
it.
here? Do we want to go with the stream?
Try what you like, man.
I don't know what I'm feeling. Let's see. I gotta move this. Why are you upside down?
talking about food, and when I start talking about food, that shit kind of gets lengthy sometimes. You got some cool out roommates though.
Mm-hmm.
When you told, I forgot you told me they were chefs. You told me they were chefs and shit, and I was like, nigga, I like to cook. I was like, fuck that. We started talking about shit, and food came up, and I told them what I was gonna do with some lamb chops next. And shit, you can't tell me shit. Damn it. Alright, Beethoven. What's your name again, man?
Ethan.
Ethan. I ain't good with that. Like, if I see
Neither.
if I see your ass in Walmart, I recognize you. Don't get me wrong. But names, I'm like, oh. That's all I so fucking. I'm like, oh, bro. I we was, you know, that's how it be though.
Nope.
Numbers in this bitch. What you talking about, TJ?
What's your tempo at?
100.562.
still on?
Oh yeah.
Very.
I'm finishing the beat that I started. Oh, now. Up in there, now let me take it out.
I lost all my packages, and so I'm having to relearn a new strings package, and I don't like it.
You say what now?
I'm having to. I lost all my old packages, my instruments, or my plugins. Excuse me.
Oh, now y'all still out there on TV land?
TV land?
So you're making me want to buy a fucking bass guitar and a shit ton of effects pedals right now. Therapy is like weightlifting for your mind. Weightlifting trains your body to achieve physical goals. Therapy trains your mind to overcome psychological situations. Absolutely, dude. That's some next tax bracket level shit.
You know.
Everybody getting something. I'm sharing all this. I'm sharing
Oh yeah.
You done with the question?
No, we can still.
Oh,
talk.
yeah, we can still talk. I'm just trying to see if I can hear something that I like paired
Yeah,
with this.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
Playing along with.
or as many
Yeah.
sounds as I can. Because it's such a weird combination of genres that I've never heard.
Ask questions and ask questions. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like I keep going back to that.
I like that. That deep dark sound.
But it's not the same feel as that. That's more funky.
Yeah.
So,
I like the way it sounds. It sounds good together.
I just want to hear as much as possible. See what this sounds like. I haven't used this one at all. What's that? Oh, you just on.
He's fun. I even went in there, went and talking to them. They got me thinking about food now. They got me thinking about the shit I'm cooking.
It smells good in there, dude. It
Yeah,
smells
yeah.
so damn good. Whew,
I was like,
boy.
God, I I was in that bitch thing. I was like, God, this smell good. Motherfucker, huh? And when I walk in, I was like, don't shoot. Just come in and use the bathroom. And they were like, oh, it's cool. I was like, all right, cool. I went to talk to him and shit. This part went to the bathroom. But we started talking about food. That shit held me up. I ain't gonna say held me up. I don't like talking about food. But now they got, I wasn't talking about lamb chops. That's probably one of my next little, you know what I'm saying, cookout thing I'm doing. Probably want to cook some lamb chops.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then before that, probably gonna cook me a nice little good aluminum foil wrapped beef roast. And I'm gonna take some of that Tony Satchery's butter jalapeno and inject it with it. Yeah, this bitch gonna be hard.
Did you hear anything that you like?
Yeah, I did.
I wanna hear a guitar in that bitch, like Metallica guitar. And like, you know what I'm talking about?
I might have a guitar in here.
You know that high pitched guitar.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what this sounds like.
Something like that.
That's what I want. I have a guitar package or plug-in, it's just not installed. Wait.
Whatever that little punch in it, punch. Yeah, that shit need to go. I don't like that shit. That shit don't sound good so well.
I'm gonna call it tax.
Uh-oh, taxes.
Texas.
File it tonight.
I should have brought more of my taxes. I
Get
should have brought some more of my paperwork. I deal with I-9s, I deal with W-4s. I mean, you can't get the damn what's name, man. Don't worry about it. I ain't sweating that shit.
What's that?
You can't get the guitar now.
He talking about that crash. That's enough.
Oh yeah, I don't have the guitar installed right now. But I can come up with some type of what the notes would be played.
Yeah. All right, Ethan. Quick question. Don't let this get weird.
What did he say?
Huh?
What did he say?
What was it?
Oh.
So I'm gonna ask you a quick question.
What's up?
Don't let this get weird. So just asking.
Huh?
I get a ton of cause I might gotta play later on tonight. That's it, and I ain't got no
Are you serious?
I said,
Is he serious?
I'm
right
dead.
now?
Nigga, I might gotta play later on tonight. Fuck that.
I mean, sure, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I just get one. I might gotta play. You ain't got nothing. I'm playing. You still got something. I'm just gonna get prepared one. I was more than happy to pay you.
Don't let it get weird, he said.
Yeah, that's it.
Bruh.
That's what I said.
Bruh, how am I supposed to not let that get weird?
I'm like, shit. I got a play coming up. Goddamn, I
Yeah,
can't.
that was weird.
Oh, man. Especially right after I do some taxes. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
come on.
Damn, man.
Hey, look.
Damn.
I was like, she ain't trying to have no
You
more
want
kids.
an
I
autograph,
ain't trying to
sis?
have no more kids. Not right. I ain't trying to have no more kids right now. Over about 3 years,
Jesus
man.
Christ, don't let this get weird.
That's why I said that shit. That was a pre-game.
Holy
Staying in the
shit.
paperwork and shit.
Fuck you.
Mike, as we're live, dude, this motherfucker couldn't wait
Good.
until after we were done with the live. He had to know right now.
I was gonna forget. Shit.
That's
We
fair.
are-
No, I'll give it to
We
you.
are men at work, son.
Man, fuck that. Fuck that. That's how you know this shit real. That's how you know this shit real.
Oh, shit. Oh, what's up, Bob?
This shit
Thanks for
real.
the 7 months, Bob.
This shit real life. This shit real shit.
Good now.
Jesus Christ, man. That shit's funny as hell.
Man,
I mean, what you talking about? I'm a virgin. What are you talking about,
Man, I
man?
feel you. I feel you. You just blow balloons.
What you
better
talking
make,
about?
You just make balloons out them hoes.
Yeah, dude, I just make balloon animals,
My
yeah.
shit, man. I can make a snake. I can make another snake.
Shit, I can make a centipede.
I can make a centipede. I can make a caterpillar. All long shit. I can make a banana.
No, I can make a centipede. Alright, we're going camera back on.
Yo.
Oh, shit. Can I have one of those cigarettes, TJ?
Bet.
Holy fuck, that shit's funny as hell. Don't make it weird, he says.
I promise
Don't
you.
fucking make it
If
weird.
we come to a point where we go to hanging out a lot, you gonna find like I'm one of the funniest motherfuckers you
I'm just saying, dude. I don't give a shit. I find it fucking hilarious.
Hey, you know who you kind of look like to me for real?
What's that?
Robin Williams.
I mean, look, I'll take that as a
Compliment.
compliment as hell, dude.
I can see that.
I'll take that as
You can
hell.
see it. You can see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
like
I can't,
a
I can't
young
see
Robin
that.
Williams.
I can't see that, but I'll take it, man. That's
But they ain't say nobody broke.
no. And he tells you
Cause I get compared to motherfuckers all the time. P. Diddy, Kevin Hart, other Martin Lawrence. I'm like, ain't none of them motherfuckers broke, so I ain't tripping. I'm like, I ain't tripping like that.
I don't know if you guys responded to any of my last few comments. I was AFK. Oh yeah, we did about the bass guitar.
What did he say about the bass guitar?
He said, "T, you're making me want to buy a fucking bass guitar and a shit ton of effect pedals right now."
Hey, yeah.
Oh yeah, I caught you when you said
With
that.
was real right
this
now.
bass line, he just got back. Did you miss the awkwardness that was supposed to be not awkward? That I'm gonna fully call out right now on camera as we're sitting here, and this man just had to ask if he could borrow a condom. Like,
Hey, borrow condom.
not borrow, but you know what I mean. I want that shit back, washed out. Shit, I gotta make balloon animals. What I tell
You
you?
gonna be loose and long as fuck.
I'm making balloon animals, man.
They look like it came out of the pool. There you go, bro.
Yeah.
You might wanna put some gloves on.
I told you I make balloon animals out of that shit.
Get
Like,
your
come on
ass
now.
up.
Fuck. Oh, it was awkward as hell, man. But it's my fault for having them there. I just didn't properly clean because I was working.
I down just look. I was like, damn. I down so near when I could. She probably would come over and try to
Jesus Christ. On live,
come
dude.
over
This
and fuck my
motherfucker.
fuck my brains out later on night. Like shit. I ain't really shot on. And she ain't finna get pregnant. Cause I ain't got time to be explaining shit to nobody.
Then we found out that I'm a virgin still, so. I make balloon animals.
I need to give me some trash bags.
No, I was a virgin until I was 23, dude.
I think I was virgin until I was about 19, probably. No, it was 16.
That's like 3 years difference. That's such a big gap. Like,
No,
did you have a 3-year hiatus?
I had to think on it.
I was like, it's the very first time done. Oh shit, that was crazy. 3 years later, I don't think I want to do that again. I kind of like that. Is that way?
I was busy. Shit, I had, like I told you, I got a military when I was 17.
Oh
so
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That shit take a lot of fucking dedication and fucking time and people hollering at you and being your meat.
I mean, there's a lot of that. I do a lot of that. That's life, man. Shit. Hey, before you make any fucking life decisions, beat your fucking meat. I mean, I'm not joking, dude. I mean, look,
that's a good idea.
Look,
actually,
it brings you to a calm. I'm thinking about it now.
The most honest, look, I'm telling secrets right here, but the most honest a man will ever be is right after he ejaculates. I promise you, dude. Like, I get done sometimes like, holy shit, my life, dude.
Shout out to Twitch, man. Y'all cool as fuck, man.
Hey, shout out for real. Hey,
look. I mean, any business decision or big life decisions, I'm telling you, it's all your.
Man, I gotta go sell that house.
Hey, look, I gotta go beat my meat to make sure I'm clear-headed right now. Look, I'm telling you. Look.
No, real shit. You like, damn. I can be mad. I'm like, 4 black people just got killed by the police and they got off. And then I be like, man, shit, that's fucked up, man. They do us so wrong in this bitch. And then I be like, man, shit, I'm finna go say something. And then I be like, let me beat my meat first. And they be like, and then motherfucker come to me, how you feel about Martin Luther King? and then they be like, he said, do you judge people by the color of their skin or the content of their character? I'm like, you don't get the fuck out of my motherfucker's face with that bullshit.
Oh,
I just beat my meat.
Don't shop for food on an empty stomach. Don't go grocery shopping while you're hungry. That's it.
Don't go grocery shopping.
Amen, dude.
Man,
look,
bro, that's when the best time. That's the best time to go fucking grocery shopping.
You gotta
get. You got a pocket full of money.
You gotta clear that mind on important decisions.
Man, look, let me tell you this shit, right? I've been doing a little Instacart shit with my homeboy, right? And you know what I'm saying? Just make a little extra bread when you know what I'm saying in the gap. But we been fucking around. We had to go to Publix a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm finna start shopping in Publix. I ain't even bullshitting with you. They got some amazing shit in there. They got some shit I ain't even know they made. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, y'all make motherfucking shish kebabs and all pre-seasoned salmon patties and chicken breasts. I'm like, bro, I'm nice, and then like, motherfucker talk like Publix expensive. It really ain't expensive.
It's really not. I mean, it's pretty affordable.
And I'm like, it's a fuck. I'm like, if you make a decent amount of money, not even say you ain't gotta be making like a buku amount of money. Shit, you can go in that bit with $300. Come out. Now you can spend your whole check and come out with a bucket full of shit, and then probably run up spend like $100 and something. And then, man, I'm telling you, man. We be running around looking for different shit. This shit got me into some other shit too. Well, I'm into other type of vegetables, green onions and.
Hey, look, I've always liked vegetables. I haven't always liked vegetables, but at the same time, like I earned that respect pretty early because I was forced to eat them. But the fruits and vegetables, man, like it's so good. It's more expensive.
I ain't like when I was younger. I ain't like Brussels sprouts. But
I love all that shit, bro. If it grew out the ground, I fuck with it.
Yeah, like now, I fuck with Brussels sprouts.
But people wanna,
Brussels sprouts, no the fuck they ain't.
I'm not a vegetarian by any means.
That's mini cabbages.
I love my meat, but at the same time,
you need to rephrase that, dog.
Yeah, that was bad.
You need to say pause.
Okay, but even if I did like meat, that's alright. Right? I don't. But even if I did, you know what I mean? It's whatever. But no, as far as eating meat, eating steaks and stuff like that. I love it. And like I would never give it up. But at the same time, it is.
I gave a report like.
It's not the healthiest thing, right? And so acknowledging.
I say I did, but y'all don't see my girlfriends.
Man, this motherfucker.
This dude.
Like, I swear to God, like the only pork I probably
love
eat.
me some meat.
Yeah.
That should be.
That's
gonna be a
that
fucking.
motherfucker said that shit.
That's gonna be a fucking. That's gonna be saved.
Shout out you, bro, man, for real though. That's your lie.
Love
said,
me some
love
meat.
me some meat. No. We turned that bitch up. No. Like, listen, back my story. I just quit like eating pork like about 2-3 years ago. Cause I mean, I got it. My family, I got a history of high blood pressure, diabetes and shit like that. And I don't want that shit. Cause when I worked at the hospital, I went to the cardiac floor and I used to see them people.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers have a lot of them down. I say about a third of them I seen. They either didn't have no legs or had one leg.
Yeah.
Or was in a wheelchair, or their feet were fucked, or their legs was fucked up, all calloused and calcified and shit like that. And shit get bad, you feel me, like that. And then my great grandma on my dad's side, right? She lost her leg. Her leg had to get chopped off because of diabetes. You feel me? I forgot which one it was.
Yeah, I mean, like we're getting to that age where
you gotta start eating right.
Well, yeah, you gotta start. Your
body
can't handle it like it can.
Yeah, you gotta start thinking about nutrition and what's good for you and what you need in your body.
And not only that, we need to start recognizing the effects that eating poorly has on our mental health.
Fuck yeah.
That's
why I'm active. That's why I'm doing my pescatarian thing, man. With the exception of chicken. If I might get a little piece of meat every now and then, but it's like a treat.
Y'all know what serotonin is?
Did
y'all know that is formed and made? 95% of that is formed in the stomach.
I
didn't know that until recently. It makes sense, man.
I think it's 70% in the stomach, 30% in the brain.
Yeah, no, I think it's higher than that in the gut.
No,
the research, yeah.
And then, like, you know what I'm saying, half of that is brought on about, you know what I'm saying, because your food, I forgot how to put it, because I used to be it's called a patient dining associate, pretty much a junior dietitian. I was at Mobile Infirmary, you feel me? So, and generally what the patients called me was a dietitian. And I took that on. I took that thing, and then I learned. I read up on a bunch of shit. You feel me? And I learned about different, and you know what I'm saying. And I already knew about a lot of stuff. That was my boss. She liked me so much because when we'll have meetings, they be bringing up like different topics and situations. Like, do you know what this, that, and the third, and then I be the only one who fucking can answer the fucking question. He was like, you sure you ain't no dietitian? I was like, nah, man, I ain't went to school for that shit. I just read a lot and I kept up my body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that for one.
I don't at all. Like I haven't up until this point, but I'm realizing like the actual impacts that healthy eating has mentally and physically. Like, because if you're not getting the nutrients you need, if you're not getting the stuff that you need, then you literally can't function.
Yeah, and then me, the way I look at it, I'm finna start back working out. I had to stop working out for a while because I got a back issue. But the thing about it is, I learned this from my mama, you feel me? Because she put me on kale, you feel me? And the thing about it was, it's just like, I learned green vegetables are so good for you. And then half the time, I ain't even gonna say, don't if you gonna eat green vegetables, don't cook it all the way.
Yeah.
Cook it like halfway. So it'll be cooked to where it's edible, but at the same time, it'll still hold nutrients. So you don't cook the nutrients out of it. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? And then one of my other partners, he put me on so much shit, like raw vegetables, like raw carrots, raw cucumbers.
Well, and see, that's another thing. Is like
cucumber. Hey, did I say you that shit?
When you
yeah, man, but you seen, hold on, my bad.
No, you're good.
But you seen the knowledge he was dropping. I'm finna do that cucumber water. Cucumber. I'm finna do
Cucumber.
I'm finna do that cucumber water.
So okay, actually, I have a question. This is a kind of a racial question.
Go ahead.
In your opinion, is it racist or offensive for a white voice actor to do a black character?
What you mean? Like,
Well,
Is
because
it racist for a white actor to do a black character?
yes,
Do
like
you mean-
because
do
I
you
have
mean
like blackface?
It depends.
No.
Do you
no.
mean like what they
Just-
did when they made white chicks?
No. So what I mean is, it's essentially a guy that I play games with and I do a lot of. I want to make a lot of content with. We do a lot of voice acting stuff. Like I do an old man and he does an elderly black man, and he grew up on DIP and he grew up around that culture.
Nah, that's not racist.
Okay.
No.
So-
I mean, if it's common, if
It
it's
depends.
common,
Nah, he got to know his limit. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
well,
if-
see, I'm constantly aware that it's a very sensitive
common,
issue.
Like he can do it. It
Yeah.
can be done. I'm just saying, you know.
you gotta know your limit.
Yeah.
But if it's
You can. It's a difference. It's you gotta when you doing something like that. You gotta think of the principles of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Like comedy is a field where nothing is off limits.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I
it has
mean?
to be. It has to be in an offensively tasteful way.
Exactly.
Right.
You just
Yeah.
word
And-
right
and
out of
so-
my mouth. It has
Yeah.
to be tasteful.
Yeah.
Now, so you
Yeah.
gotta know what he's talking
Yeah.
about. He gotta be on point about
Yeah.
what he's doing.
And see,
and then
that's
the way
not.
I look at it, if it's in the spectrum of comedy, it's widespread. But just like I said, if
Cause I mean
you
that's real. If he
if-
really grew up
Yeah.
with an old
Yeah,
school
exactly.
black dude like that,
Exactly.
he got that experience. Then who they can't like tell him he can't do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my thing is, if it's in the taste of comedy, it's a widespread spectrum, but it's also looked at as who you is too.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like how he came up.
Yeah.
Who he been around?
Yeah.
Who he fought with? You feel me?
Well, and on top of that, like his comedy derives from a lot of I forgot. I don't want to misquote his favorite comedians, but a lot of black comedians, and
Like
so
Richard Pryor.
like Eddie Murphy. Not Eddie Murphy. I don't know exactly.
Eddie Griffin maybe.
Yeah. So he kind of developed that humor and that character.
Yeah. I mean, them great guys.
So,
Them great guys.
and I'm always weary of that because it is
How
a
y'all feel about the
potential-
tunes, man? Can I get a
Yeah.
little bit of that?
Yeah.
Can I get a little bit of that?
Hold up.
That's just a little
Hold up,
something.
what that was. Dude, then
Bob said you
for
did
back
this-
pain. That worked for me. I was in the military, and now I work a 12-hour day job, rotating shift. Work, back pain comes with the job. There's a difference in honoring the culture or subculture or whatever and mocking the same. There's a difference between using personal experience.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And that's the same thing we were saying. I said, I ain't know. I put him in them words. That was a great way you explained that though.
Yeah, and so because I'm constantly aware now of, because I've done a lot of racist shit over my life, but it's in the sake of comedy, right?
Yeah.
And
I think we all do. Really.
yeah. But when everyone to a degree has prejudice, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, in a sense, yeah.
most of the time, it's based off their own personal life experiences, not necessarily because I'm supposed to feel this way.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between racism to me and prejudice. But so I'm now more inclined to be receptive and understanding of how it actually could be offensive and how to better address, because I still think comedy should have no limits.
Yeah.
I think that starting to take away comedic
I mean,
elements is a dangerous line.
As we get farther on down the line, and you know what I'm saying, in our years, I feel as if it's loosening up. You know what I'm saying? But me, like I said, I ain't really never been the one that been too like sensitive. Like, oh, they talking about black people.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck all that, man. Shit, you talk about who the fuck you want to talk about. That's your right. But when it come my turn to do that, don't come at me like, you know what I'm saying, I could have came at you and I ain't take offense for that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be in there, oh, these crackers. I mean, no, man, some of my best friends were. And then, like, even to the spectrum of occupation, cops, motherfuckers like, man, fuck the police, fuck them. I can't necessarily say that, because I got homeboys who police.
Yeah.
And they good dudes. They actually good motherfucking dudes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And see, there's a lot of. That's a whole different topic.
Yeah, you feel me?
Bob says the beat is chill as fuck. By the way.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
T.
He said the beach chill as fuck.
He said the beach chill as fuck.
Straight up, appreciate it.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got homeboys who cops, you feel me?
Boy, we
And they good people.
Oh,
And
yeah.
A lot of them, you feel me, either went to school with me, was in the military with me.
Yeah.
And then I met them before they even became cops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say about 95% of them I met before they became cops. And then a lot of them know my family and all that. They taught my family and all that shit like that. They were like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I can't necessarily just like how most of these motherfuckers like a lot of rappers, they be like, man, fuck the police. I'm like, I can't necessarily say that because
Yeah, I mean,
some of my homeboy
well,
police.
there's a line there. I mean, there is a bit of truth to that, right? It goes back to the generalizations where people get ignorant because where it's like Black Lives Matter. It's a generalization saying that white lives don't matter. But clearly white lives matter. You know, and it goes back to those generalizations.
White person get shot down by the police.
Exactly. But the problem is white people don't stand up for those issues. They only stand up against. They only stand up against Black Lives Matter. That's where.
But like say if a white dude gets shot unrighteously by the police.
Yeah.
Not then this ain't about, like I said, this ain't against the police or nothing. But if that happened, white people, they just be like, oh, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
But we get gathered in a group, like a collective, because we willing to back each other. But when we're willing to back each other, we get put in like a box, like of if one on like this, all on like this. No, it ain't necessarily like that.
And then let's look at a large an example of systemic racism.
Mm-hmm. And I like to use that terminology.
Yeah, well, I mean, to me, there's a very different. Systemic racism and racism are two different things.
Yeah, because I mean,
and people try to blend the two, but they're not the same.
If I can say this, I hate that my bad for cutting you off. If I can say this, like systemic racism is more of a I got brought up like this.
Mm-hmm.
This I act like this, or I treat people this way, or I, you know what I'm saying, carry myself, or what may have you. That's systemic racism because you was raised like that, and then it's like not knowing no better. Yeah. Racism is like a choice. You feel me? Somebody might fuck you over.
Yeah.
And they might.
Well, it's not even necessarily about racism. True racism is not even about because someone fucked you over. It's simply because.
No, I'm just naming the call.
No, yeah, I get you. And see, what my point was is you know a big thing that has kept the black community down for a long time is drugs, and then criminalizing drugs that shouldn't be criminalized, and now it's becoming legal in places where white people live. And white business owners, and these are business owners,
yeah,
you know. Whereas in places like here, people are still in jail for nonviolent
for the same shit you legalize.
Exactly, which means which creates contest and competition within y'all's community, and creates those aggressive tendencies.
Somebody can say, my dad is still in jail because he got caught with 30 pounds. With them same 30 pounds, now that shit legal. Why he ain't out of jail?
Right.
You feel? But then what? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think you're a little older than me, but you know what I'm saying? I watch movies, I do research, I write a bunch of documents. They used to drop drugs. The government used to drop drugs off in the hood.
Oh yeah.
And
it's crazy to find out about that stuff, and people just like, no, that didn't
drop
happen.
drugs off in the hood and then come arrest us when we selling it. Making money off that. They making money off this.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Like all that ass.
I don't understand. See, this is a big problem that I have right now, because I don't smoke weed, but I do taxes, which I assume has a similar effect. But it sucks down here because there are so many different strains. I mean, so many different types of files for taxes and strains. Whereas there are things that do help with like ADD or depression, with being able to sleep, or with this and that. The file sources down here are so limited.
Because the light taxes that I do, without the penalties, You know what I'm saying? I can go get the paperwork out the store, at the gas station, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
So,
well, then on top of that, you also get to, I mean, we'll just talk about if we move to a place where it's legal, right? If you know what you can go in and get literally what you want. You know, this is gonna make me creative. Oh, this is gonna make me tired.
Yes, sir.
You know, and it blows my mind that we as a community, as a state, allow old people who have gotten it wrong consistently and who continue to get it wrong about marijuana to just continue to just make these decisions.
Taxes.
I mean, well, taxes are important.
Yeah.
But they also have to have the representation that we want and that we
I'm
actually have.
talking about taxes.
Other taxes.
Yeah. So I really like real talk. I had a conversation with my grandma. She got glaucoma. She got glaucoma. And then I had a conversation, and I actually convinced her to do taxes. It's just, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I know.
Hold on, Colorado's white is making millionaire out of drug dealing? Absolutely.
Hold on.
You say what?
He said the beach here, war on drugs, Colorado, white is making millions. That's some serious, I said shit, right there for real. Hey, shout out to you, look.
That's his name is Bob.
Hold on, what he said?
Bob.
Hey, Bob, shout out to you.
So what did he say now? What did he
said that's some CIA shit right there for real.
He said that Colorado's white is making millionaires out of drug dealing. Basically, the whites are making. I'm assuming whites are making millions off of drug dealing, which is basically.
Yeah, I mean shit, cause
Colorado.
Well, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Colorado booming. But I bet you they still got folks in prison, because you know Colorado got one of the biggest prisons in America.
Yep. Well, then that's prison systems, and is a whole nother example of systemic racism. Like there's so many things that.
Like if it's still people sitting people sitting in prison because they got caught with so much weed, and they doing time for that. But now it's legal in the same state that you got caught in and that you doing time in.
In which there is some argument there that you did knowingly commit a crime, and so you should have to serve some type of punishment. No. However, the punishment should fit the crime. If it's a non-violent crime, then you were literally you're trying to live. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're trying to survive. You're trying to make a living. Not you specifically, but people that deal drugs. It's like you're trying to make a living. It should be legal. There's absolutely no reason other than to keep you down.
Yeah. And
keep poor people down, or people that want you to stand out and
impoverished.
Yeah,
impoverished.
Exactly.
But I got a partner. I got a partner, right? He used to come from California and go back. Chicago to California back to Chicago, picking up medical taxes. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, I mean, you can taxes are something completely different. I don't know.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
No, but you can say marijuana if it's talking about something else, because especially if it's medical or in another state that's legal. That's
yeah.
As far as what y'all do, you can say whatever you want. I just personally don't smoke marijuana. I just do taxes.
You like to stay and say, I feel you. But as far as like he's gonna pick up medical marijuana from California and bring it back to Chicago. And you know what I'm saying, he'll go from Chicago, California, come from California with the medical marijuana, bring it back to Chicago. But he giving it to damn people who damn do research as far as like epilepsy, people who have seizures and you know what I'm saying, for medical reasons. He got caught up in that, had to do some time. He not even allowed in Chicago. I don't even think he allowed in the state of Illinois no more.
It's so crazy to me that you know, people that argue our rights are being violated and ignore protesters who are getting their rights violated right now, and yet they're okay with things like marijuana being but I mean you look at opioids that are addictive and they cause a terrible problem. I mean I've experienced opioids.
The same.
Crackheads, pimps, and whores run our country, and our laws are set to benefit their needs and their desires.
And well, I mean, in creating division and keeping people divided.
Pedal wood is being burned to the ground right now.
What you said? Pedal wood? Shit, hell yeah.
Nigga, they set the Hollywood sign on fire, fool. That's real.
I don't. Is that? I'm gonna challenge you on that one. I don't know if it is. I haven't looked at it, but I looked into it a little bit. I looked into a little bit because I did see, just in case it did get brought up somewhere, and it did not look like the Hollywood sign was on fire. That those were fires from earlier, but
as a matter of fact, yeah, we need to go check that out.
California
I am kind of still skeptical about that.
Well. You said the pedophile shit? Yeah, so that's definitely real.
They are big on that
That's
shit right
definitely real.
And then they've been hitting so bad.
I think Bill Clinton this is my opinion, clearly.
Hey, hold on.
I can speak about my opinion.
I don't want you, man. Bro, dead.
I'm just saying, like.
I'm not gonna make an opinion because I don't know. I'm just going off of the
look. I think people that I've seen pictures of people with girls. It's like, look, like there's it, and then with their track records, it's easy to make 2 to 2.
Yeah,
I'm not saying for sure anyone did anything. There's no way to know until I mean.
But there's also a lot of evidence. There's also a lot of evidence of people being photoshopped into pictures with these people too.
I mean, that's presumable unless it is an actual photo. That's where the picture. That's where the difference is, and that can be faked. But they have the finances to fake the things like that, and they were powerful enough to make the fake evidence. Like that's the thing. It is a very multi-level situation where I can guarantee you there'd be times. Well, and this is again my opinion, but
I mean outside of the court case though, because we're not involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking on the level of what we know based off of the information that's presented to us.
See, I'm doing a lot of speculation right now.
That's what we see. We see a lot of pictures getting posted of a lot of people in the room with a lot of people daps and hugs and all that shit. But
I think there's
going to be
evidence. I think there's going to be a lot of people that didn't do things because I think that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein tried to cover their asses.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but at the same time, I think that they were strong enough to where I find it hard to believe that they didn't put people in a position and say, yeah, this girl's over the age of this person, and then get the evidence on them and be like, oh yeah, she wasn't. She was underage, and we have you now by the balls. And they're strong enough and rich enough to be able to do that. And if they did catch somebody, I personally think it's impossible that Trump didn't at least know about it because he's admitted to that him knowing that he was into younger girls. But that's another fucking topic.
But my question is, what you think about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing? You feel me?
I think he was killed.
And then him coming up dead in the
city. I think he was killed.
Me too. Because I'm like, first of all, and this I'm to be legal, this hearsay on my behalf.
Circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, circumstantial. So my thing is, first, what billionaire? This man was a billionaire. What billionaire? Go to jail, then get left alone enough to kill himself, and then what make him want to kill himself? You still a billionaire, even if you get off the case. I mean, if you beat the case, when you walk out, you gonna spend some money.
So there is validity that he did kill himself. Let's look at it because this case went on for like 15 to 20 years, and it only recently got enough evidence to be able to convict it. I don't know if y'all seen the Netflix thing.
No, I want to watch it.
Oh, dude, it goes so much deeper than you could ever imagine.
So it's been going longer than when
it's been going on for probably, I don't know how long, like 30 years or something like that.
Yeah, because they were talking about like he had an island with
he had an island.
Kids and
so
like, what the fuck
I would highly suggest watching it. But
what it's called?
I have no idea, but you just Google Netflix Jeffrey Epstein. But so he had the power and money, and apparently he was a charming and convincing person. Which if you know people like that, you know how powerful that can be. I agree. And so I guarantee it. It's hard for me to believe that he didn't put some people in positions to cover his ass and make it blend in. I also think that I lost where I was trying to go. He committed suicide. He thought that he was untouchable, and he truly believed that he was untouchable. And he got arrested a few years back, I think, and he was on house arrest or something until he actually got arrested. I'm not positive on that, but I believe he did think that he was untouchable, and then he did get arrested. So there is motive to actually kill himself. Like, okay, I'm fucking got caught. I'm done. However, I don't think he did. I think he killed himself. I think that Ghislaine Maxwell is just as guilty and knew about every goddamn thing and actually ran it all.
I don't know. You said Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah, his girlfriend.
Okay, I had to look that up.
You need to watch the video or watch it, dude.
I'm forward.
It goes
I hope
so
it's on
deeper.
Tubi. I hope it's on Tubi.
And then you can broaden that and see how bigger it actually gets.
Yo.
And but that's not why we're here. Yeah.
I mean,
we didn't mean to
wanna
get
ask,
political.
I know this TJ thing, but if there's anything you want to ask me as an artist.
Yeah. So what kind of, like, you said you've been doing your own stuff as well. Like,
Yeah.
That means do you produce your own music as well? And your
No,
beats?
I ain't gonna say I ain't smart because I'm a very intelligent person. But as far as like this realm of knowledge and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? This part of it, like editing, I can't say I do that.
Gotcha.
Because
that's nothing wrong.
Yeah, I just you know what I'm saying? Hey, I did my vocals.
Yeah.
I'm finna see the you know what I'm saying, the thing.
Knowing your strong suits is half of it, right?
Yeah, and then you can ask him. I grab my ass off, and then he say all the time. I really underplay myself because I mean, for one, it's a lot of ins and outs in my life about like with like mama shit and kids and family shit.
Well, but at the same time, you know, underplaying yourself, all that does is lower your self-confidence.
Yeah, I've seen that, but
Yeah.
I'm actually getting to the point to where I'm building myself back up to where I used to be when I started.
First time the whole podcast that I got up and left the room.
But I'm actually getting back to the point where I'm building myself back up to where when I started to have that same confidence, have that same drive, because I ain't got at a low point. Well, I ain't gonna say I quit. I might drop a verse here, a verse there, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I'm back to where I want to drop 3 songs a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I call it the Tupac method.
Yeah.
They say Tupac drop 3 songs a day every day.
That's the thing is especially when you're starting out and when you're trying to start to grow and build. You know, a lot of people have the misconception, and well, this is just disagreeable. Me and actually Bob, he's helping me start to manage things, but he said circumstantial evidence doesn't prove anything, but we fundamentally disagree on the marketing strategy. Mine right now is quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Because I know
that flood the market.
Exactly.
Can't miss you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
And just because it might push these 2 people that are snobs off because this isn't good enough for me.
But check this out. Look at Trinidad James. He dropped what 2 songs, and he was hot then. That's quantity. I mean, that's quality right there. They had songs, cool. But what the rest of them at?
Yeah.
And then folks gonna look at that. But then you also gotta look at the Migos. I don't even like the Migos. I don't really listen to their music. But they got some. They put out so much music. Eventually, one of them songs gonna get to the radio, and they gonna get their check from RIA, what it called, RCA or CIA or whatever that little thing is. Well, if your shit go gold, you get royalties and shit. So with that being said, they really, what the Migos do, they flood the market.
Yep.
It's like throwing shit on the wall, something stick. You feel me?
Well, yeah, and that's, I truly think that if you're trying to build a brand and build a business right now in media at all, you should be utilizing every platform because it's a different audience reach, and you should be trying to maximize your audience reach and your potential follower and people want to see and grow with you. Like you said, you want to avoid the bad part of the Dunning-Kruger effect. I think we talked about this the other night. I don't remember what that is. Could you explain what that is, Bob? But yeah, and I also want I'm a perfectionist, and so the fact that y'all are here tonight and this is still not finished is driving me absolutely insane.
Oh, you Gucci.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that, but people that are wanting to start things feel that same thing, right? So me showing them that look, it's okay not to be perfect, and then showing how it gets there and grows is kind of the part of Indeception that I want to showcase. I gotta pee though. I'll be right back.
So it's like.
What you want?
Say what? Talking about your bitch.
Let's not talk about that. I don't know who the fuck watching this game.
Stupid
You
nigga.
gonna get me in trouble, man.
You gonna get yourself in trouble. Like, no, man.
I don't get in trouble.
That's why you turn that down, bro.
Oh yeah, my bad. All the way I turned that bitch up, it cut down. I had to listen to that thing.
This motherfucking podcast episode got pretty long with.
Yeah, this shit like 3 hours now, man.
3 shit.
It's almost 4. Shit. It's gonna be one of the long ones. They get viewed like you need to get viewed. Shit, fuck it. I ain't sweating shit. This bitch can turn it up.
When I come back and I do this shit and repost, I'm gonna have to break this whole thing down into parts because it's running so long.
Yeah. You know, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a, no.
Alright.
I can run it like a,
Section 1, section 2.
y'all run it like a DJ Blade.
Man, this has been a roller coaster of topics. This fucking talk.
I just said that, man. I said this podcast is long-winded as hell.
Yeah, I mean, whenever y'all want to wrap it up, you can. Whenever you're happy with what you've made, it's cool. If y'all want if you want to do some taxes and try to do some just free flow shit, we can. Vocally or whatever you want to do, man. I have to be done probably like 11 or 12 at the latest.
I mean, we pretty much done.
Okay.
In the last,
Where your topic list at? We got through the topic list?
I was like,
Shit,
any
we
last
got
questions?
to every other topic. Questions, Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's keep it running.
It's
I don't know
fun.
if you
It's
have
fun.
Discord up, but I messaged you and then that explains it. Okay. Confidence, knowledge of good. Okay.
What's this?
This is the Dunning-Kruger effect.
I know everything. There's more than I thought.
So
I never understand this.
confidence level and
Trust
knowledge
me,
of
it's
the field.
complicated.
Still need to answer some questions
It's fun
first.
to make sense. Okay, so confidence level, how I get and the feeling now. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's a smart thing to look at.
So Or you wanting to wrap it up? You wanting to keep
Come
going?
on with it. What do you
All
say?
right. I don't know what I was gonna say at that point. Oh, we were looking at the questions, man. I kind of.
Now, what did he say just then?
No, he had put up a graph.
Yeah, he put up a graph.
And that's pretty interesting
The
to look at.
Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh.
If you pick yourself up and look at it, man, that shit actually like pretty fucking interesting. Like, yeah, you probably see it now. You see, you got the confidence and feel the knowledge. The more you know, the generator less you say. But the more you feel, the less you know, the more you feel like you know it. You be like, I know everything. And then, but on the other end, with you knowing something, and you get mid-grade confidence about knowing it, it's like I could explain it to it, but it'll take a minute. It's complicated.
So did you want to try to put some words over this
Some words over it.
before you leave?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
No? All right.
I did what I did.
We'll be all damn day.
I gave him the beat, man.
Alright.
You gonna go back to the questions or we done?
Well, question was, we kind of gone through it all and then everything else apparently.
Yeah. It was a good little sit down, man, for real.
I mean, okay, aside from like, how can we further grow Mobile's music scene? Like, what can we do?
Stop hating on each other for one.
Nah, we gotta come out the motherfucking pandemic for one.
Well, okay, yes.
Obviously,
let's clearly get to that point. But outside of that, like true community growth to support each other.
If I can say something on that, like I think we need to treat it to the point of like how I ain't gonna say necessarily Houston, but I'm gonna say like how Atlanta do, outside of, you know what I'm saying, some people beefing with each other and whatever. Or Memphis do, outside the same thing, beefing and stuff. And you know what I'm saying, how they came up and made they cities hotbeds for artists to come up out of, and these labels going down looking at them. I feel like it need to be just like how Pimp C said, you know what I'm saying, you trying to get up on that bread truck, y'all fucking around with crumbs and shit. And that's how I feel. I'm like, bro, if we come together and start fucking hating on each other, I ain't gotta be against you.
Yeah.
And you make good music, we make good music. Shit, if we can be two different teams. That don't mean we gotta be beef. You can be from this side, I can be from this side. As long as you did shit to me, you ain't did shit to me.
Yeah.
But then we can probably make money together. We make collab. Boom. We make that big go hard, and get in the system.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, it get in the system.
healthy.
We can split the money down the middle.
Become a healthy competition.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, and that's what I'm saying. And then that's how I feel like by him, me and him.
Yeah.
Like, he might do a verse first. And then I'm like, shit, man, I gotta go hard his ass, man, fuck it. But it's a healthy competition.
Yeah.
And then he'll come to me later on. Yeah, did that bit, I like that bit. That's what I need every time.
Yeah.
And then he do his shit. He give me his criticism in a certain kind of way, his own kind of way. But I know him, so I'll take it that kind of way.
You get what it means.
But you know what I'm saying?
T, what do you think? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good,
T, what do you think about like what do you think can truly outside the pandemic, change it to bring and to help grow Mobile's specifically music scene? Like, do we need a better venue to open? Do we need more shows, places? What can we do to collectively grow as a music scene? Our music town.
To be honest, bro, people just need to start paying attention to what other people do outside of this. On a bigger scale. Just steady.
Yeah,
Steady your craft.
I get that.
That's really all I can say. I don't want to really I'm being careful about what I say when I speak on this, because I don't want to say anything that's really digressing towards the actual root.
No, I got you.
Help it, So it's more or less people just need to start studying their craft. Like, if we talking about performances and setting up shows and all of that type of stuff. Pay attention to people who do that, people who make a living off of it, people who are successful at doing it. Even if they don't make like a big fortune off of it, they not rich, you know, independently or whatever.
If they're sustainable.
Right, and just, you know, steady success.
Yeah.
Steady success instead of what it takes to, you know, what's imputed into that to get the results of success.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Cause a lot of people come out here and they just blind to that. They blind to the actual environment, like a real show scene environment.
Oh yeah.
They don't have a clue.
Oh yeah.
So they get up there with a false image, thinking that you know, it goes one way, like what they probably saw in a music video or some shit. Like that shit ain't real, ladies and gentlemen. That shit ain't real.
Yeah.
That shit is staged.
But me personally,
Even with independence, that shit is staged, ladies and gentlemen. It is an act. This is the entertainment business. I may be able to get up here and talk to you and be so polarizing and be so real and straightforward and snappy, quick-witted, this, that, and the third. But you better believe one motherfucking thing. The face on the product is there by design.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
and then to capitalize, not capitalize, but you know what I'm saying, to put icing on the cake. What he was saying, like me, I'm gonna speak on myself because that's the only person I speak on. But I like when the shit, like if I do a show, person I am on stage,
I'm gonna rap on this beat I made too.
I'm the same person. The person I'm gonna be on the song and the stage, I'm gonna be that same person sitting down, drinking a beer on the couch, watching other people perform, and you might see me at the bar. I'm gonna be the same person, and it ain't nothing that shit gonna change because I don't put myself in. At one point I wasn't like that. I was put on and trying to and I said I told myself, man, that shit ain't real. I had to step away from that type of shit.
Well,
so I backed off a little bit and restructure myself on as far as rap go. But I talk about things like that because you know what I'm saying. Because at that time I was just doing it for fun. He was like, oh shit, we gonna do this, and I was like, all right, cool. I mean, now I do it for fun because I like it.
Yeah.
But then it was just some put on shit, and then it wasn't who I was. But now I might get on downstage. Everybody on this bitch got fucking whatever Amiri's jeans on and Salonis and all that shit. I might be in that bitch in a 3-piece suit. I promise. And I step down just like that. And then I'm talking about 3-piece suit and gaiters on. And then when I get off stage, I'm finna go chill over there with whatever chicks I feel like I'm gonna talk to. Or I'm gonna go chill at the bar.
Yeah.
Have me some drinks. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying. If you approach me, I'm gonna be the same person.
Yeah.
It's just like he said. It's a lot of it is an illusion.
Yeah.
And because I know.
Authenticity is such a huge thing. It's
say what?
Authenticity.
Yeah, and then me, and that's why, and I'm like that in real life for real, cause I don't put on like damn, this, third, and cause I know plenty of people who do that, and I'm like both of like me and him, we leaders. I can read through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
First 5 minutes of me talking to you. Oh, he trying too hard.
Yeah.
Oh no, he ain't like that. He ain't that.
Oh yeah.
He ain't even cut like that. I can read through that shit. You feel me?
Oh, I feel that completely. Yeah.
And it's just, you know what I'm saying. And then once I read through it, not saying I'm gonna treat you indifferent, but I'm gonna know how to handle you.
Yeah, I mean, being able to read body language or intent, you know, through somebody is extremely important.
Yeah, cause me, I ended I did a little bit of college, but that wasn't long. But I independently studied psychology, like body language, outputting attitudes, outputting demeanors, and how you talk, and then when certain people around, how you act. And I read that, and I be like, well, oh, he get around some females, he want to do this.
Yeah.
Then he get around some dudes, he want to do this. But if it's just me, he just like this.
Yep.
And I be like, oh, I'm catching all
Well,
that.
see, I worry about that a lot because my personality literally changes when I go. Because, like, I've been a social chameleon my entire life, but it's simply because that's how I adapted. And so I have friend groups where I'm literally almost a completely different person as far as my personality goes and what I talk about and what I'm passionate about. And so I feel like I have this illusion, this mask on, but it's just that's who I am around those people. You know what I mean?
And I ain't saying nothing wrong with that, as long as you honest about that.
Yeah.
Don't put a stamp on you, not you personally, but. It's people out here put a stamp on you. Oh, this type of person. But then, this chick come around. Oh, you want to act like this, and then this dude come around. You want to act like this, that, and that. But then you around me, you like this.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people are two-faced.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, some two-faced shit, kind of. But I know plenty of people like that.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But like how you said it, as long as you honest with yourself about it, you like. I mean, some different groups I hang out, so I act differently. Yeah. For the simple fact, I might have been a different person at the time I got with them.
Yeah. I mean, it just pulls out, or they pull out different portions of my personality.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You might be multifaceted.
Exactly. And so, but we have gone for 4 hours at this point. We have gone way longer than I anticipated it was going to take or do.
Oh, I got plans for all of this. I'm going to explain it to you after the cameras go out.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, but we're going to record that because I do want that document, like just as far as like your plans and shit, just to see it, all of it documented, man. I love it. Yeah. So as far as what's live, that'll always be there. When what's recorded, we don't have to post that, but we can use footage of that in the future from anywhere else.
You know what, man? When we talk about things like that, where I am with that right now is touring. That's why my response was so quick to say, get the pandemic over.
Yeah.
We're trying to hit the road again.
Yeah.
Man. We're trying to go back on the road.
We're
trying to come to your city, your city.
That's crucial to growth. But so is
That's
proper.
What it may be.
Well, so is proper utilization of social media marketing, and not necessarily paying for it, but actually just taking control of it and managing it in a healthy way for your brand, if that makes sense.
Right.
That is equally as important as touring, in my opinion, because it's a platform that you can be on everything and make it so blatantly obvious in people's faces that they can't ignore it. And if they do, then they're not your fan to begin with. But the people that will support you will hear it and do it. But, good hangs, Bob said. Knock that shit out. Best of luck. I'm just outside Atlanta, so let me know.
Okay. 1,000 times, much love, G.
Hey, for real, I'm selling you on the water too. You feel me?
So this once again, this is Teejaesohigh and
Teejaesohigh, all one word. There are no spaces in my name. Please go and listen to my music. I would be much obliged if you did. I'm fairly certain that you will find something that you like. I look forward to you enjoying.
And we got Loco
for president.
Loco for president.
That's LOCO, the number 4 PRESIDENT.
And TJ made this beat that we're listening to now.
That's for y'all.
Through this.
That's for y'all. I hope y'all
while
like
we were
that.
talking.
It's light work. It's light work. You know, it's just a demonstration.
But we will go ahead and conclude this.
As a matter of fact, follow me, man.
Yeah,
follow me
go follow
Wherever
him.
you are, follow me, because I'm going to use this in a song at some point very, very soon.
9 out of 10, I'm probably going to be on it.
All right, Bob.
He slayed me to work.
And anyone else there, thanks for stopping by and thanks for watching.